accusations, call for a free consultation at 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. And go see them, Mandarin and Ponte Vedra. You can get in. They've got availability. You need to give them a call. Stop dealing with pain in your hips and your shoulders and your knees. Steroids, surgery, drugs, these are no longer your best options. Regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics is transforming lives with innovative treatments that deliver lasting results. Give QC Kinetics a call today. Again, 904-274-5522. Go see them in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra. That's QC Kinetics.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. Google's Go time on a Friday morning. It's a GFL Friday. This time next week, next Friday morning, we'll be, well, hopefully not grinding over what the Jaguars have done the night before. But the first-round draft pick will be in the books, and we'll be there to read all about it. And Trent Baalke and Doug Peterson met the media yesterday, and as the Jags sit there 17 with a variety of needs, it seems like the age-old question, value versus need, wouldn't come quite as much into play today. Like, if you have a glaring need, then, yeah, you have to really focus on that need. As opposed to this, by the way, this best value nonsense. Nobody drafts that way. You can't even think about it. You're super strong at a position, and your value board has that position with a prospect a grade higher than everyone else. I don't care. So what? Good luck to whoever gets him, but I got to go somewhere else, right? A little different feel to this one with the 17 pick because there are some similar needs, and I would imagine some similar values. It's going to be a hard one, man. Like a hard decision to make. I think you have to take the fantasy football approach and speculate through mock drafts and otherwise what you'll be able to get in rounds 2 and 3, no? Like, does anyone really believe there's a huge difference in the grade between, say, A.D. Mitchell, the receiver from Texas, and, Terry and Arnold, the corner from Alabama? I mean, how are we parsing this down, by the way? Isn't it kind of so, well, he's a 9.83, but he's a 9.79. Really, think about it. I mean, we can't get the rounds right. You think we're getting the exact precise value grade right? I mean, first rounders play like seventh rounders, sixth rounders play like first rounders, and we're going to worry if this guy's a 7.4 and this guy's a 7.3. So this all can make you feel good going into the draft. It can give you some self-security. But at the end of the day, you're still going to have that tough decision to make. You're going to have to pick the right guy. I think the needs are similar. If it's a corner, if it's a receiver, aren't those needs similar? If it's offensive line help, if it's defensive line help, aren't those needs similar at this point after free agency? So, yeah, you get to, okay, now it's which one is right? Which is the better pick, the corner there or the receiver in this case, just to make the conversation flow more smoothly. And then, by the way, then you got to have them valued right, don't you? And I guess there's the hard part. All right, we put some serious misvalues on some dudes, at least to the returns they played to at this point. I mean, I don't know how they're valuing dudes downtown, but you look at this draft class a year ago and wonder if the way they attach value isn't put on a blindfold and shove a tail on the donkey. I mean, it seems a little harsh, but boy, the aftertaste of this draft class a year ago is, I can't brush my teeth twice. I've used mouthwash. I can't get this stink fest off of my breath. So they met the media yesterday for your pre-draft luncheon, and, excuse me for being cynical. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to understand the difficulty. I'm aware that every team around the league, if you look at their draft class last year, you got a bunch of reallys. That's how it works. They miss him. But after Anton Harrison was selected a year ago, the Jags went Brenton Strange in round 2. I don't know where the need or the value matched up, but golly, I'll give you something that doesn't match. Brenton Strange in the 61st overall prospect. Don't know where the lines intersected on that one. Round 3, Tank Bigsby, running back Auburn. The story's not written on these guys, by the way. It's just started, and it's off to a slow start, not exactly a page turner. One of those books you read 8 pages say, yeah, I don't need this. So Bigsby in round 3. Ventrell Miller in round 4. I mean, who knows? I mean, shocker, a guy who was injured a lot at Florida got injured here and never played it down. Another round 4, Tyler Lacey, defensive end, Oklahoma State. That looks like a... Did you really scout Oklahoma State pick? If you have issues at edge rusher, defensive line, and you draft a big dude in the 4th round, number 130 overall, shouldn't he? Well, this is crazy now. Work with me. Shouldn't he play some? I mean, barely played. Move on to round 5. Yasir Abdullah, goose egg. Another 5th rounder, Antonio Johnson. They are certainly high on him. I mean, he's slide into a starting role this year. Parker Washington, a 6th-round receiver. Meh. What do we say he caught? 11 balls or something like that? And this is with serious need at the receiver position, right? The Rams have a receiver, and they were pressed into need because Cooper Kupp got hurt. And their 6th-rounder caught 107 balls and went to the Pro Bowl. Somebody's got the whole value versus need thing down a little better than we do here. That would be the Rams, who with their 6th-round pick took Puka Nacua. A little bit different production than Parker Washington. Nacua, by the way, probably gone when the Jags pick. That's not the point. The point is finding him. Another round 6, Christian Braswell, cornerback Rutgers. And by the way, what are we? Can it be a go-to answer there? Well, what do you expect there? Well, then why do we draft there? Right? Like if you go cornerback, Christian Braswell, Rutgers, round 6. Safety, Eric Hallett, Pitt, round 6. You know, we didn't get a bunch out of them last year, even though, again, 2 positions that through injury and otherwise there was need. Even though we didn't get anything, do you say, oh, because it's round 6? Oh, let me guess. That's the onboarding process? So just a quick review is why I'm doing this. It's not to pile on. Cooper Hodges, round 7, got hurt. Raymond Voasek, defensive tackle, North Carolina. I think he may be the only one that's gone already. Derek Parrish was a fullback from Houston. He went number 240 all. What a bunch of wasted picks as it sits here right now. And by the way, it's fair to go ahead and assume that there's not going to be some magical blossoming of these late-round picks into solid contributing players. Now, more than likely, we'll sift through them. We'll get rid of them this year and replace them with this year's late-round picks. Practice squad. I don't know. Something that's not helping you when it's 24-20 at Houston 3rd quarter. Let's just put it that way. So it's with a bit of cynicism that I offer up yesterday's draft press conference and the cliches that are spoken and the realities that are not. Trent Baalke, the Jaguars GM, talked about, need versus best available. We all know what that means. You have a big need at wide receiver. The best available player is a guard. You're not going guard, right? At the end of the day, you have to do it that way. Here's Trent Baalke yesterday.
Well, most of the time, there isn't that big a separation between a need and another position, right? So when in doubt, you're going to take the need if it's close. Obviously, if there's a great distance between the two, you got to weigh that out. And usually what we've done in the past is stick with the formula, take the best player available. Now, again, if it's close, we're going to take the higher need.
Doug Peterson said something interesting. Look, there have been reports of some friction, perhaps, between the two personnel, between the personnel side and the football side. Doug Peterson said something that would, listen, if you're trying to throw us off, mission accomplished, because he doubled and tripled down to ET. This is cut 27. as the Jags put their football minds together, try and craft the best roster they can. Here's Doug Peterson on what that's like with Trent Baalke and his staff.
As far as our involvement as a staff and myself, it's the best I've been around. It's one of the things that Trent really has been open to the evaluation process from the coaches, right? And he understands the coaching side of it as well as the scouting side of it, and the involvement has been, it's the same every year. It's probably even gotten a little bit more, just the more comfortable that we are working together, and it takes everybody, to put a roster together, and it's not about one guy making all the decisions, right? And so there's a lot of input. He values what the coaches say and how the coaches rank and stack players, just like we appreciate what the scouts do, because they're the ones that are out there every single day scouting these players. So it's been a really good process, and one that as a coach you can really appreciate.
All right, more from Trent Baalke and Doug Peterson coming up this hour as the Jags get to the final stretches. This is where they literally sit around. They do mock drafts. They got their board. It seems like it'd be very hard for much shifting to take place on that board right now. I guess it would take off the field stuff, nonsense happening to do that. Christian Kirk met the media yesterday. I'm going to let you hear from him this hour as well. There are some last week mock drafts. I appreciate the yeoman's work of Bill Barnwell at ESPN and his annual mock draft. It takes a little bit of a different view. Man, I'm looking at Brandon Ayuk here, and this whole Brandon Ayuk, Mike Tomlin thing is kind of weird. You guys seen this? Have you seen this side by side between Brandon Ayuk and Mike Tomlin, the Steelers coach? Have you seen it, E?
Yeah, I saw it.
Doesn't it catch you at first? Now, after a while, when you get to looking at it, you find that, well, they don't look that much alike. But, boy, at first glance. And then they had that little, social media exchange. Remember when Ayuk, I guess we were first learning that he was on the trade block. Have we forgotten about trying to pull a deal for a Higgins or an Ayuk or a Jefferson? Doesn't seem like that's our style, does it?
Yeah, it don't.
Kuiper's got a 4.0, by the way. He had Brian Thomas going last time to the Jags, remember?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I see Thomas is all the way down to number 28. Now, why do you suppose a guy like Mel Kiper could move a kid from number 17 to number 28 like that in a week? You see what I'm saying? Is that realistic at all?
I don't know about that one. Mel.
Mel, ooh, that's Mel. But Kuiper 4.0, I haven't looked through the whole draft yet, but I did see they were doing a thing. There could be 7 first-round receivers. And so I was watching something that was just showing the receivers, and I just noticed that, right, he had Brian Thomas to the Jags, didn't he, Mel?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I noticed that he now goes to the Bills at number 28. That's quite a fall. And by the way, pretend land, so be that as it may. College football it's a mess, isn't it? These dudes going and coming and coming and going. All right, let me bring up this name real quick. By the way, the Gators apparently had a decommit yesterday. That's great. From a kid that won't be signing for 6, 8, 12 months. This notion of committing to a program like over a year before you would sign there is, it's as fleeting as a summer thunderstorm here in Florida. Remember Jaden Rashada?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Jaden Rashada is the kid that Florida had linked up with. You thought there would be an NIL deal, some stupid number, $3 million, wasn't it? And then Miami came in, and then they got a commitment from him. And then at the end of the day, he ended up signing with neither, and he went out to Arizona State. As a freshman there, he appeared in 3 games last fall, threw for 480 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 picks. The number 31 overall recruit in the 2023 class initially signed with Florida, but was released from his NIL after a $13 million NIL agreement released from his NLI, National Letter of Intent, after his $13 million NIL fell apart with the Gators and their collective. California native eventually signed at Arizona State, where his father actually played back in the early 90s. He has now thanked the Arizona State teammates and staff, and that he is now seeking the best fit for his career.
Wow.
Apparently it wasn't Miami, and it wasn't Florida, and now it's not Arizona State. Kind of makes you glad if you're Miami or Florida you didn't sign this kid, to be honest. The entitlement we're giving 17 and 18-year-olds to lifetime earnings is gross. While most of us go out and pound pavement and put in a 9-to-5, grab our lunch pail for 30, 40, 50 years, these dudes that have been wearing Letterman jackets and flicking it around prep fields are making $3.5 million. What in the hell's wrong with this picture? Captain Kev is next. Also going to go deeper inside the Jaguars pre-draft luncheon press conference, so we'll have some of that for you as we continue to move along. All the news of the day. The NBA play-ins get finalized tonight, and, well, it's all official now as to my biggest concern about this silly play-in. We'll get to that a little bit as well. 641-1010, that's the phone number. Also, the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. You can reach out and touch us on the phone line as well, 641-1010. The email address is thedrill@1010xl.com, and it's a GFL Friday. That's green for life. Look for those bright green trucks and cans all over the First Coast.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Get Florida Gators play-by-play baseball on 1010XL.
The Gators cap off their road trip to Nashville against Vanderbilt tonight at 7 and Saturday at 3 on 1010 AM.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather starting to turn for the better, look ahead. Get that backyard ready for spring with a new screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are best in the business. If you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville, Florida. AEW is coming home to restore the feeling.
What? I am the feeling!
For two huge events live from Daly's Place. All Elite Wrestling presents Dynamite on Wednesday, April 24th, and delivers a Saturday fight with Collision, April 27th.
Let's get down to business.
AEW Dynamite Wednesday and Collision Saturday from Daly's Place in Jacksonville. Tickets on sale now at AEWTIX.com.
Hey, Hicken here, or just call me Danny Dreamfinders. For a limited time, on select move-in ready homes, Dreamfinders Homes is offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate in year one of your mortgage. Now is your chance to lock down the rate. You heard me right. 3.99% offer in year one. Visit DreamfindersHomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to DreamfindersHomes.com for more details.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daly's Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Daly's Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daly's Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daly's Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
There's a reason it's called Student Athlete.
Listen for the High School Scholar Athlete Wednesdays on The Frangie Show.
Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234 on 1010XL.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. I know that hearing another ad for Jacksonville's best promo company interrupts Jacksonville's best sports talk, but at least it isn't a political ad. Check us out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is the sports medicine leader in Northeast Florida. We're proud to be the official sports medicine provider for your hometown teams, including the Jaguars, Sharks, Axemen, and the Jumbo Shrimp. We have the most cutting-edge resources for sports medicine care, including active armor casting, Alter-G anti-gravity treadmills, and highly trained physicians and athletic trainers. JOI is truly where the pros go, and so should you.
Let's go! Looking for a night of action without a big hit to your bankroll? This Saturday, April 20th at 7 o'clock in the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, cheer on your Sharks as they go all in against the Las Vegas Nighthawks. See what I did there? With tickets as low as $15, you can't find this kind of family, affordable fun anywhere else. Call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksharks.com. Let's go! Decades Night. Find that old members-only jacket or favorite flannel shirt. We're celebrating the 90s. What's your favorite decade? Let's go! Don't miss the fun this Saturday, April 20th at 7 o'clock in the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. For tickets, call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksharks.com. That's tickets at 904-621-0700. Let's go! Let's go!
Here's Linda Beaver.
Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet have just received a special allocation of new vehicles directly from the factory. Not 10, not 20, but hundreds of new vehicles with special savings that haven't been seen in years. Every new vehicle available in your favorite color and option as far as the eye can see. Plus, get our exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty with every new car purchase. Hurry to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville before the best deals are gone.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Captain Kevin Favor's Fishing Report. Brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. You dream it, we build it. On 1010XL.
All right, we're going to get Captain Kev on the line. Get it? Well, Hicken will be happy today. He loves those Gator minor sports. I call them minor sports. That's probably not fair. The non... What do you call gymnastics? I guess just Gator sports. He loves his Gator sports outside of football and for some of us basketball. You know, he kind of likes them all the same, so he'll be happy today because the Florida gymnasts are into the Final Four championships. We had one of those kind of cringy moments. You can't really feel sorry for Oklahoma. Their gymnastics team is like their softball team. They just beat the hell out of everyone all the time. But in Oklahoma, their women, by the way, have been in the NCAA championship meet, the Final Four programs. Well, I should say had been. They had been every year since 2012.
Powerhouse.
They're the two-time defending champions. They spent all year ranked number 1, but they have not advanced to Saturday's final after they finished third yesterday behind Florida and Utah. So,
Gators.
So Hickleby, he loves his softball and his silly golf and his gymnastics. And meanwhile, Billy Napier stares off into space. Just saying. Let's fire up the All Pro Roofing Hotline. Activate for me, E. I have a hard time in here. Let's get Captain Kevin Favor on the line, and the Scotty Scheffler, ping pong match continues. So back to even, friend. Back to you. Your serve.
Literally, if it stays like this, we may have to exclude him.
Right. You know what?
On the next major.
Yeah. The highest finisher not named Scotty Scheffler. It feels like it now, but we'll be reminded he doesn't win everything.
No, I know. I know. And it was. I couldn't believe it. I watched until 16, and I was at my Georgia property, and I'm like, you know what? I'd rather go bass fishing than watch this. It went once he hit it.
Got hit his stride.
Yep, dude. Once he got past 4 or 5, and he left everybody in. Morikawa and Homa, and then dudes just. Are hitting it in the water. They're hitting it in the bushes.
He just outlasts them. He's just so steady, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's just steady. He just keeps hitting fairways and greens and lets the other guys make their doubles somewhere.
Yep. It's just what it's just what you and I talked about on Friday. He's going to shoot under par every round. Yeah. And you've got to you got to catch him, and nobody made any kind of a move on Sunday. Those dudes could not make a putt. What the hell? You know what I mean? They nobody. It was like, really. They had some, some chances, but once Morikawa made double on 9 out of the bunker, which was just awful. It was Scotty's to win, and he did. He played really well. He deserved it.
He just looks right now like you can't beat him.
I know.
That's what it looks like.
And by the way, he didn't play conservative. On 13 and 15, he's going for it.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't go chip back on us. So it was fun to watch for a while, but then I was just like, okay, he's winning. I'm going to go fishing.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of fishing, man, it has been an awesome week. Unbelievable.
Wow.
I talk all the time about, the last 5 or 6 Aprils that we haven't had a chance to get out there. You know what I mean? And April's my favorite month. It's first off, you're almost wearing a jacket all day when you're out there.
Okay.
There's a little tiny bit of a breeze. The water 70 to 72 degrees is like air conditioning all day. You never break a sweat, and the fishing is phenomenal. And by the way, for folks that are going to go this weekend, you can do anything you want. It's Southwest at 5 today, tomorrow, and Sunday, which is unheard of in April. And it doesn't matter what you want to do. There's kingfish around. I know it's early, and people are like, kingfish, yeah. I lost one yesterday, 30-plus, big fish. I've caught a lot of flounder offshore this week. I caught 2 cobia yesterday.
Nice.
It's just been and literally, I'm not fishing any secret spots. The pogies for St. Augustine, the people are going out of St. Augustine from around the lighthouse in 12 to 16 feet. And Jeff, it's one throw and go. They're that thick.
Gosh.
It has been. It's just been that kind of a week. And
they're fun to catch.
Fired up.
It's a good fight.
Fired up about going today. It should be. It should be good to get. It should be fantastic this weekend. And like I said, I know people aren't thinking about this, but take kingfish rods because there's definitely some kingfish around right now, and blackfin tuna, and it's wide open. The only thing right now that we probably don't have that we have in the summertime is tarpon, which I did see one this week. So it probably be next month. We'll be fishing for them, but should be a fantastic weekend of fishing.
Well, that's just awesome. If you weren't planning on fishing and you're just hearing this right now, might be time for a quick plan B. So
I totally agree. And by the way, the surf fishing reports are amazing too. Lots of pompano, lots of whiting. I talked to some of my whiting fishermen yesterday, and they had a great day at St. Augustine Inlet.
Okay. Yeah. Is that like Porpoise Point? Is that what St. Augustine Inlet would be?
Yep.
My in-laws were down there last weekend. They did a little stuff that we took a pass. I wonder if they were fishing. They probably were. I'll have to check on them, too. All right, outdoor show tomorrow?
Outdoor show tomorrow. We'll all be there, Captain Kirk, Jeff, and I, so it should be fun.
Well, there you go. Have a great show and enjoy all the fishing today. It's awesome when you get in that little sweet. We have so many times we've talked about the weather, this, and the wind, that, and the rain.
It's going to be beautiful.
Good for y'all for having it. All right, my man. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, buddy. Have a good weekend.
All right, there he goes. That's Captain Kevin Favor. Best in the business, and catch him on the outdoor show tomorrow. Very popular show, E.T. The outdoor show.
Oh, world-renowned.
Oh, people love it. I know I listen to it when I'm out and about. When Mrs. P sent me out and about on Saturday morning to get this and do that. I got it on there.
I tune in, too.
Wishing I was just hanging out with the boys myself.
We eating good. they just be hanging out.
Yeah, they do eat now. You got that right. Oh, those outdoorsmen know how to eat. We know how to eat, too. Shh, don't tell anyone. I messed up the mock draft. Remember Mel had him with the guy y'all want who they're not drafting. So when I see Brian Thomas down to 2018, that's not a big fall. He's not one of those that had Brian Thomas to the Jaguars at 17. I'm talking about Kuiper's 4.0. When they flashed up his 4.0 and they listed the receivers, I don't know. There's 3 or 4 dudes that we see mocked to the Jags more than others. And so sometimes I guess I just kind of misremember who had whom where. And I know the Jags aren't taking Cooper DeJean, so if I see that, I guess I don't even pay attention. Right? And so when Mel had Cooper DeJean there at number 17, the Jags ain't taking Cooper DeJean, so maybe I just changed his name to Brian Thomas. There's a reality here. The AFC South is getting a lot better. And you know it. I know it. Shoot, the Texans and Colts know it. And so did Doug Peterson and the Jags.
You're going to pay close attention to your division, obviously, and see what's going on. And we saw, last year in the division, there were 3 brand new quarterbacks that were taken, right, in the division. So you pay close attention to that and some of the free agent moves that were made even in this offseason, right, and some of the things and the decisions that are and they're looking at us the same way. We have to construct the best roster for us and making sure that we have the best 11 offense, defense, and special teams on the field, right? I think, if you go in and saying, hey, we've got to stop the run, then we need run stoppers, right? If we got to defend the pass, then we need cover guys, or pass rushers. So you're going to take a look at all of that, but yet we have to focus internally too and make sure that we're putting the best guys for what we're doing, because schematically we're not the same, right? And we do things a little bit different. So building it that way as well, but do we pay attention? We sure do.
Well, look, here's the danger with that strategy. If you draft strictly on need or the division and then either you miss, you still got that need, right? But it's only a bigger benefit if you're drafting value if you got the value right. Like, value. Well, who determines value? There's no lock solid 1 to 100 list. Yep, this guy's the most valuable. This guy's 2. This guy's 3. This guy's 4. This is where the human element and the mistakes, quite frankly, of a lot of front offices around the league that leads to half the first round often not even being productive. The Jags, Trent Baalke was asked, what determines this term value? E.T., cut 11.
When you talk about what's the difference in value, is it minimal? Is it one space on the board? If it's 2 rounds on the board, no, we're going with the better player. But if they're both in the first round and we feel good about both of them and everything else is equal, culture, if a football IQ, all that stuff, go with the need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Caleb on Jason just called and said, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not do that. Maybe going with that need, probably not best strategy. I got a team. I can't get over this chase on Jefferson. It's like getting worse for me as time goes on. As we sit here, still needing an edge rusher, and without a receiver like Justin Jefferson, it just drives me nuts. I got to just imagine Caleb on Chason picking up the phone. Caleb on Chason. Oh, yeah. Well, you want to talk to Justin? Oh, no? What? You're taking me? JJ's available. A lot of teams. By the way, damnation on both sides when it comes to that, right? Trent Baalke was here, part of the Jaguars front office that decided K'Lavon Chaisson was a better prospect than Justin Jefferson. But at the same time, this could be worse. Doug Peterson's up in Philly where they drafted a receiver, Jalen Reagor, 3 spots before Justin. Imagine that. Now, the Eagles have responded since. They've traded for A.J. Brown. They've drafted Devontae Smith. So, no harm, no foul. They ended up winning the Super Bowl in 2017 anyway, which had nothing to do with this draft, by the way. But, yeah, imagine them. You go Reagor instead of. So, Peterson and Baalke both know how value can get skewed. I mean, they're both in organizations that had one of the biggest misses of all. If you're a team right now and you need a receiver and you watch Justin Jefferson fall all the way to, 22, shame on y'all, man, for not knowing what the hell you're doing. Shame on you for not being able to go to LSU, watch the guys work out, look at some game film and say, yes, that's a number 1 receiver. How in the world is it possible? How can you go to LSU, watch all the film, do your study, and say K'Lavon Chaisson is a first-rounder, is a player, is an impact guy, and this guy's not? It's asinine insanity. Huh. Oh, well. 17's kind of in the, I don't want to say no man's land. There's a lot of men there, and we've gone through the history of the picks at 17. There's some Hall of Famers on that list. It's kind of a good spot where guys get lost in the shuffle. Guys like Justin Jefferson. Here's Trent Baalke on picking there at number 17.
There's a lot, as you know, that goes into it. We feel good about the group that's there, at different positions, that we're focused in on a little bit. But you don't know what's going to happen. You really aren't going to know what we're going to do until maybe the 12th or 13th pick. And then we'll look at the opportunity to potentially move up. And if we get to 16 like we did last year, and somebody calls and there's a chance to move back 1 or 2, you just don't know. You're playing it on game day.
All right, so. Trent Baalke and the Jags on the number 17 pick. It's good. Things that we know already and were kind of confirmed yesterday. It's a good draft for receivers. There's a bunch of them. Like I said, Mel's most recent 7 in the first round. It's also a good corner class, right? And the new scheme could – see, I don't like this either, man. Like Baalke said yesterday, the defensive scheme could decide which cornerback to draft. I don't like that. That's the draft. It doesn't matter what scheme he's in. Draft the best one. I think sometimes they think if they tell us stuff or if we hear it enough, we start to believe these huge differences. What a joke. You take the best corner. Oh, he's not. We're going to bump and run. I haven't seen him. Hey. So will it be corner, will it be receiver, or will it be somewhere else? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And with Trent Baalke and Doug Peterson meeting the media yesterday, we didn't hear anything that's just, mind-blowing. But one last thing. Here we are on the feel of the roster. First Baalke, then Doug Peterson on where they are heading into this draft. First year Baalke and then Peterson on kind of the state of the roster after free agency and with the draft a week away.
Yeah, I think you try to address needs in free agency, and then just try to attack it that way. The less needs you have going into the draft, the better, obviously, because it allows you to then stick to that formula of drafting the best player available. But we feel comfortable. I think, and Coach can speak on that too. We feel comfortable with where we're at, but we got a ways to go.
The first thing we try to do every offseason is try to re-sign our own guys. Right, that's kind of the priority there, and then look outside the building, to fill, as Trent was saying, to fill those immediate needs possibly there, and then obviously this third bucket is the draft, and so you feel good with the guys you got in the building because you were able to answer a couple of questions, and now heading into next week you feel now you're just adding more talent and more depth and the competition that as coaches we look for as we continue to build.
So all this really is about Trevor Lawrence taking that next step up and staying healthy all year, isn't it? That's a big part of it. at least. The Icemen have opened the playoffs. I'll let you know how they did when we come back on the other side. Also, tee up a football fix for you. By the way, we'll talk Iceman hockey coming up later in the show as head coach Nick Luco joins us. They've got title aspirations down there in the Igloo. We've got the quarterback whisperer today, so we'll chat up Denny Thompson on the last minute, last week maneuvering with a lot of quarterbacks too, by the way. And those quarterbacks being as highly touted and potentially as highly drafted as they are, that helps the Jags. Pushes down the position players we're interested in. Put 4 or 5 quarterbacks in front of 17, and now you're getting the 12th best player, right? This is The Drill. It's a GFL Friday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Chris Sale on the mound for the Atlanta Braves today against the world champion Texas Rangers. The Braves are another 98 favorite at Truist Park with a total of 9.5. Shaded to the over. Rangers coming off a series in which they took 3 of 4 from the Detroit Tigers in the Motor City. The Rays send out Tyler Alexander as a $1.36 dog against Clark Schmidt and the Yankees in the Bronx today. New York minus 162, 9 under at Yankee Stadium. College baseball today. Florida on the road at Vanderbilt as a $1.45 dog. The Commodores minus 190 in Nashville. Florida State $1.90 underdog at Wake Forest. Free betting splits available at vsin.com/splits. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Attention all business owners. The raining season is coming and it's important to ensure that your property storm drains are free from debris and functioning properly. That's where Duck Duck Rooter comes in. Our powerful VACCon truck can effectively clean out your storm drains and prevent costly damage to your property from flooding. Don't let clogged storm drains ruin your business and reputation. Call Duck Duck Rooter today to schedule a cleaning before the rains hit. 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com.
Let Hodges Mazda find the perfect Mazda SUV just for you. Lauren Brooks here. Transition from city streets to off-road trails in a newly leased 2024 Mazda CX-50 for only $316 a month, or lease the stunning 5-passenger 2024 Mazda CX-30 for only $298 a month. Our professional non-commissioned sales team always puts your best interest first. Plus, every vehicle purchase comes with 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com for the Hodges Mazda difference. See dealer for details. Lease terms and fees for qualified applicants expires April 30th, 2024.
If you're a business owner and want to learn about federal, state, or local government contracts, plan to attend a free online webinar April 23rd. The Florida Apex Accelerator, in partnership with UNF, provides expert guidance and consultations at no cost. The Apex Accelerator program can make selling to the government less complicated. To attend the free coffee and contracting webinar April 23rd, register at unf.edu/SBDC. Then select Training and Event tab.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
I'm Taylor Rose with our Remedy Staffing Westside office off of Normandy Boulevard. We are helping great people find great jobs. Remedy has helped some of the best employers in Jacksonville find talented job seekers like you for over 25 years. Our current job openings range from entry-level distribution center pickers to equipment operators. Apply today at remedygoodjobs.com. Don't wait. Apply at remedygoodjobs.com now.
All Jags, all NFL.
Jaguars today from the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute studios.
Everything you need to know about your hometown team. Jaguars today, every weekday from 10 to noon on 1010XL.
Divorce, menonly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, stop paying for exterior paint that doesn't protect your home or business. Hicken here for my friends at Rhino Shield. Man, those beautifully durable coatings. And I'm telling you, they're beautiful and they're durable. They never chip, crack, or peel. You want that backed up? They back it up. 25-year warranty. Who does that? Rhino Shield. Prevents unsightly mold, mildew, and algae. Prevents water intrusion from those crazy storms that we get in Northeast Florida. Fights salt corrosion, Class A fire rating. And by the way, that's while saving you thousands compared to the cost of repainting over and over again. Getting 0% financing, up to 20% off right now. Great low pricing. Never been easier to paint your home with Rhino Shield. Take the first step today. Get your free estimate at rhinoshieldjax.com. Go to rhinoshieldjax.com. Sign up and get that free estimate and enjoy.
Do you have clicking, popping, swelling, or pain in your knee or shoulder? This can be due to arthritic changes in your joints. Over time, you have wear and tear of your cartilage. I am Dr. George Bari, and here at Bari Orthopedics, we have numerous ways to treat your arthritis, such as regenerative medicine, including PRP and joint replacements with CT guidance for accuracy down to the millimeter. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, call us for an appointment today, or log on to BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
Bring your guns and bring your hoses, and we're ready to put up some punches. It's Guns and Hoses Charity Boxing. It's back. It's that time. Bell time. In fact, 6:30, Saturday, April 20th. Join us at UNF Arena. Dan and I there for the millionth year in a row. It is so much fun, this charity boxing, and it's serious, and it's fun, and it's impactful, and you're going to have a great time. By the way, street party before and after the event. Make it a day. Saturday, April 20th. Bell time, 6:30, UNF Arena. Guns and Hoses.
Hey, I know we love our happy hours, but have you been to Mr. Chubby's Wings for lunch lately?
Yep, their new specials are awesome. I eat lunch there all the time.
I went this week and got wings, a drink, and chips for $8.
As usual, the best prices in town. You can't hardly find anyone doing $8 lunch anymore.
I know. I'm saving my money for the weekends with $8 lunch specials.
Save your money for the weekends. Enjoy $8 lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 3 locations serving you for all sports all year. Mr. Chubby's Wings, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. My bookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to my bookie and click live casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides the Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
We didn't meet those expectations. So now it's just getting back to our brand, really learning from last year that nothing's given in this league, and you have to go out and take it. You have to take respect, and you have to take, those wins that are hard to come by. So we're learning right now, doing a lot of reflection, and then, once we really go ahead and line it up when it comes to training camp, I'm sure it'll be flush, and we're ready to take on this year.
Yeah, it's a time to go to work. Obviously, Christian Kirk and his teammates know they didn't meet their championship expectations. In fact, they came far, far short of them. I wouldn't underestimate the mental challenge for a football team. When you have these expectations and you think you're going one way and this goes wrong and that goes wrong, and suddenly you're just an afterthought. I mean, it's only human nature to wonder, did I misjudge how good I am? Right? I mean, it could be, there's a lot of things in your life that you can do, and you can, oh, wow. But, maybe it was a surprise because it was out of the ordinary. So we'll see. Again, a pair of 9-8 regular seasons is not to be trifled with from an organization that would routinely win 2, 3, 4, 5 games a year over and over and over again. So he says he's now pain-free. Trevor kind of made that. We didn't play a lot of his comment about his injury, but he said he didn't feel really like 100% until March. So that's how dragged Trevor Lawrence was at the end of that year. As for Christian Kirk, there was like some hope, right, that after he did that groin that he would work his way back into the lineup late in the year. Never happened. Says he's now pain-free. Christian Kirk just got married this offseason, so congrats on that one, my man. And it's out with Ridley, in with Gabe Davis. Kirk was asked what he thought Davis's fit would be here in Jacksonville.
Great. He's a very personable guy, fits in perfectly with our room and just the type of guys that we have in our room. High character, hardworking, physical, can make the tough catches. Everybody has seen him, stretch the field and make those explosive big plays. And so he's a big addition to, kind of what we need in our room, and, excited to get to work with him.
All right, let's fire at the band. We got a football fix. It's brought to you by the Sharks. They're home tomorrow night. Join ET and the boys in the building. What's tomorrow's date, ET?
420.
What you guys got planned down there? We kid because we care. Zay Flowers is not going to be disciplined by the NFL after being involved in a domestic violence investigation earlier in the year. Said they just didn't find enough, evidence. This comes 2 months after the Baltimore County Police suspended a domestic violence investigation involving Flowers. He was never charged. The alleged incident occurred after the season, January 6th. Oh, well, I guess after our season. They would have been still in the playoffs. January 16th in Maryland. Woman said she was involved in a, quote, violent domestic incident with an NFL player. She told police the player's brother pulled a gun on her. Hi. Man. Why does it feel like so many young athletes are just on the verge of one stupid decision or relationship or, friendship from torpedoing their livelihood? Flowers just a 23-year-old, and he was fantastic last year. The Ravens have not been successful in drafting receivers. That's just a fact. They hit it with Flowers, though. 77 catches, 858 yards, number 22 pick in the draft a year ago. Well, any, lingering notions of bad blood between Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, the Bills jettisoned the receiver. He was just a giant diva pain in the butt, but he was a very, very good player. Why do I say pain in the butt? Because you watch the games and you see him, right? Some people push back. Well, how do you know that this guy, you're not in that locker room? Well, because I got eyes, right? And I can both watch the game. I can see screaming and helmet throwing and pouting and the demonstrations on the sideline. I can read the tweets from his brother after games. So, yeah. I think the Bills just got tired of it, man. It's just not worth the headache. I know we got some good aspirin around here, but this dude just ain't worth the headache. Josh Allen was asked yesterday about Stephon Diggs. Says he can't thank him enough for when he came in, how hard he worked, what he taught him, Josh Allen, through the years. Definitely hard to part ways with a guy that's been very instrumental in our success the last 4 years. I wish we can keep everybody. We made a lot of changes this offseason, lost a lot of veteran leadership. Steph being one of them. 2 of them are here. Gabe Davis, Mitch Morse. But as Josh Allen, who's now going into year 7, said it kind of is what it is. I don't get paid to make changes on the team. I get paid to be the best quarterback that I can be and try to lead the guys on this team, something that he has done amazingly well. Well, the day after the NBA said bye-bye forever to Jonte Porter for, stupidity, is that what the official reason was? NBA is suspended for life Jonte Porter for being stupid. If that were the case, be a lot of guys hiding their resume. And stupidity got you kicked out. The NFL has reinstated 5 players from gambling suspensions. None of these guys are big names, but the Colts had a couple, right? Defensive back Isaiah Rodgers, who was suspended last year for at least 2023, was not reinstated. His situation remains under review. Rodgers and defensive end Rashad Berry were with the Colts at the time of their suspension. Both were released by the team last year, and Rodgers later signed with the Eagles, where he'll go if his rights get reinstated. As for the others, and the Lions were a couple of those. Jameson Williams was in the group, but remember he got reinstated during the season last year. So again, we have this conversation. I remember having it last offseason. It's just a different world, man. You got and if you if you're an NFL player and you're so lucky to have these huge contracts, you don't gamble, period, at all. Don't even get in a fantasy league. It's not that important. You got a competitive edge, go play a game of horse with someone, man. Sorting around the top of the draft, Commanders going to stay at 2. It looks like they're going to take their shot there with a quarterback. I would imagine Jaden Daniels. Patriots, meanwhile, say they are open to trading the number 3 pick. Sounds to me like the Patriots like 2 of the quarterbacks more than the 3rd, and therefore they'd be willing to trade. There are a lot of other teams that would probably take them up on that. The Pats said now that they like the quarterbacks. But yeah, if you're open to trading, you have no quarterback on your roster. All right, well, accomplished-wise. If you really like the quarterbacks, I don't think you'd be shopping the pick. You have the 3rd pick in the draft in a draft with 5 quarterbacks in the top 12. You probably should take one there. Broncos just a little bit further down. And they've been linked to a number of quarterbacks, especially since Russell Wilson has been released. Here's a trivia question for you. If the season started today, E.T., who would the Broncos quarterback be?
Oh.
Who do they even have? Is it Jarrett Stidham?
I don't even know.
I think that's where they are. Jarrett Stidham, maybe? And the Broncos pick 12th, I think? I've seen them leaked to Bo Nix. I've seen them linked to some others, inevitably with it's scary to be in the boat that's drafting receivers and quarterbacks when it seems like they're this plentiful. The mist sticks out even more. Jags could certainly be in that boat with the receiver position. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Pick and arrival more come your way next. The Fix, as always this morning, brought to you by Jacksonville Sharks, home tomorrow night. JackSharks.com for your tickets, and ET's got a pair right now if you want to go ahead and get the freebie. And also by the Julington Creek Golf Club, the home course. Tee it high and let it fly. The best value in golf. It's the Julington Creek Golf Club.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. The home of the home team you grew up with.
Well, Fred Taylor is the whole package. Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Jaguars, pride forever. 1010XL.
Mia here. Why Arlington Toyota? How about a huge selection of new vehicles in stock, on the ground, in one location? And every new Toyota purchase comes with Arlington's lifetime warranty, unlimited time, and miles. 60-day exchange program. Yes, you heard that right. 60 days to love your new purchase or exchange it for one that you do. Plus, Arlington's credit helper to help you get financed. There's even complimentary car washes with every service, and so much more. Shop arlingtontoyota.com today.
Sports fans, Hicken here. Let's talk skin. Myself and Beach's Dermatology. That's Doctors Boudreaux and Metz. You know them. You're out at the beach. They're reminding you to wear your sunscreen. If you're an active parent hanging at the fields, if you're in your boat, to fish, you like to chill at the sandbar, man, wear sunscreen. If you're the one that decided for years is, I don't want to wear sunscreen, cancer ain't cool either, man. Trust me, I know. So when grabbing the clubs for your tee time, gassing up the boat, grabbing the chairs for your kids' games, make sure you bring the screen. You got any concerns right now? Hey, it's easy to go get checked at Beach's Dermatology. They will work with you. They have worked with me for more than 2 decades. Give Beach's Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
It's about time for a technology support company to speak the language of your business and have local people who actually answer the phone when you need answers now. It's time to call Total Business Systems. Whether your company needs managed IT services, video surveillance, or voice and data wiring, discover why Total Business Systems is on the Jacksonville Business Journal's Fast 50. Call 604-6900, 604-6900, or jacksitexperts.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
It's Taylor Dahl from Helmets and Heels. You know, I've got to tell you about an amazing experience I had recently. I'm moving, which most of you know can be a very stressful time. I had to get my carpets cleaned, so of course I called up Zero Res, and let me tell you, they did not disappoint. Zero Res came in and worked their magic, leaving my carpets looking brand new. If you want impeccable service and a great deal, it saved me time, made my move a bit easier, and was less than if I took that apartment cleaning fee. Zero Res, spelled backward or forwards, is the right way to clean.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
If you have experienced problems when it comes to selling your home, maybe it's just because you have not discovered Chad and Sandy and ChadandSandy.com. That's ChadandSandy.com. You can call them at 904-414-6200. But here's the bottom line. Your home will be sold, guaranteed, or they'll buy it. So whatever you think your problem may be, whether you need more space for an office or growing family, or you want maximum equity from your home, but you're not sure how, Chad and Sandy deliver with a promise. And at the bottom line, it ends with your home is sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. That is the definition of guaranteed. The proof is out there. Pete in Lakeshore writes, I was in a pickle. I heard Chad and Sandy on the radio, and I called because I needed cash out on a rental property fast. I was struggling to rent. Chad and Sandy got a full offer, full asking price within days. Go to ChadandSandy.com. That's ChadandSandy.com, or call 904-414-6200 today. You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling, with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Life isn't the same without live music. Players Grill Mandarin has Samuel Sanders performing covers and original music this Saturday at 8 p.m. Jam out with this local singer-songwriter while enjoying tasty food everyone can enjoy. Players Grill Mandarin, where the neighborhood meets.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey here for Pella Windows and Doors. Look, obviously the warmer temperatures are already here, and if you're like me, you want that oppressive Florida heat to stay outside your house. That's why I'm such a fan of Pella Windows and Doors. By now we know that windows are the #1 way that heat gets in and the cold gets out. So when you're ready for the stylish design and energy efficiency that comes from Pella Windows and Doors, visit their showroom on Phillips Highway, just north of Bay Meadows, or you can always find them online at PellaJacks.com. That's Pella Windows and Doors.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. The NFL Draft is now less than a week away. Jaguar head coach Doug Peterson commented on building a team to compete in the AFC South.
You're going to pay close attention to your division, obviously. You know, last year in the division, I mean, there were 3 brand new quarterbacks that were taken.
Gator head coach Billy Napier, projecting into the 2024 season, shared his thoughts on the upcoming schedule.
Always going to be challenging, given our current dynamic of the league that we play in.
The Geico 500 at Talladega Super Speedway is this Sunday. Driver Ryan Blaney knows the position he wants to be in on the white flag lap of the race.
So the first 3 cars kind of do something, so that's really where you want to be.
You can hear the race this Sunday at 2 p.m. on 1010XL. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 7:06 and it's 65 degrees. Your time and your tip is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
This is how we do.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
You know it! Sweet Friday! Woo! Woo! I need a little emotion, please.
Okay.
Come on! Woo!
Hey!
Oh! I got some juice this morning. I got some dirty gossip.
Oh, wow. You got some tea?
Oh!
How's that happen?
You got some tea?
Because I was out late last night. You didn't hear about it, but apparently the rumor on the street is Friday and Destiny got into a brawl. There's no breakfast date today. It's been pushed back to next week.
That is true.
Friday and Destiny got in a hell of a cat fight.
I did hear Friday scream, "Not on my day, you bleep."
Yes.
Yeah. And poor Destiny. I mean, she just been met. She doesn't speak English. She just came in. We just brought her in. She just looks at E like a puppy dog.
I mean, we were all
He's just going to use her and discard her.
Oh, it's awful.
And then you got Friday, who's coming in, throwing around this southern twang, and she doesn't understand a word she's saying. Eyes wide open for
tried
Destiny.
To put her heater out on Destiny's arm.
Yeah.
It got ugly.
Yeah.
So
Not a lie.
It is not a lie.
Those things are happening here, ladies and gentlemen.
There will be no Destiny's Child in January, apparently.
Oh, dear.
The date is on. It's just been pushed back to like Tuesday. So Destiny is a mess. She's in the back sobbing uncontrollably.
Yeah, I hear it right now.
And this is all his fault. He loves it. He loves when the girls fight over him.
Oh, yeah, cat fight.
Yeah, he thinks it's like cool. I don't understand. I'm not going to be a part of this.
What a cat fight between a non-existent character Friday and a blow-up doll Destiny.
Yeah.
Good luck fighting him off.
That's what's happened. That's what happened.
That's what we do.
I got hit by a truck. I almost lost my life. I had to fight. I'm telling my team to fight. We got identity. We gritty, we grimy, and we don't give up. Tracy Morgan in the New York Knicks.
Oh, the Knicks. I'm sitting there thinking, gosh, I got hit by a car. I got to pay better attention. Tracy Morgan in the Knicks.
I got hit by a truck.
Oh, yeah, I meant to say this.
I almost lost my life. I had to fight.
I know we often ask, well, we don't often. Sometimes we ask to kill the other guy's mic. Is there any way you can kill the other guy's earphones?
I know, right?
Because what I'm about to say, I do not want him to hear.
Okay.
I don't have much for intrigue when it comes to the NBA. That's not true. Intrigue's not the right word. I don't have a rooting interest at all in this year's NBA playoffs. You know which team I would like the most if I didn't have to sit with a certain guy 5 days a week?
Oh, wow.
I'd pull for the Knicks.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would. I like Brunson. I like the scrappiness. I like the whole MSG.
Don't worry. If we win by the end of the playoff run, you'll be hating
You're right.
them.
That's correct. That's correct. That's an absolute truth. By the time we get to – and by the way, the Knicks can't win it all.
No.
Yeah,
but they could go to the finals.
Although everybody tells me
they could go to the
weak
finals.
The East is. So I tell you what, though, if you're a Celtics fan, man, you are licking your chops right now. I mean, this thing sets up so – I mean, first off, Chicago might beat Miami, and if Miami limps in, the Celtics are going to roll their first rounder. Then they get – who do they get after that?
I don't understand everyone picking the Bulls to win that game. I know Butler's out and all, but settle down. They got to go to Miami. They did the same thing last year. Miami beat them. I know, not you.
Yeah.
But I watching ESPN, both analysts
pick
the Bulls.
And then, it's like Indiana's going to beat Milwaukee, so the 6th seed's going to roll there, and Orlando and Cleveland battle. So Boston's second-round opponent, And then if the
same applies to you though,
and very easily the Sixers could beat the Knicks. I mean,
you got the worst draw because the Sixers just based right now.
I got hit by a car. I fight for my life. We're gritty and grimy, Jeff.
Okay, you and Tracy Morgan.
E, can you pull that for me?
All right.
You should have said no.
No,
that's what he said. No, dog, I'm not going to do that.
I'm not pulling that. Yes, sir. I mean, I'm gonna like it, E, and then you can grab it. There, I just liked it. I like Tracy Morgan. He's funny. Anyway,
funny guy.
Yeah, he is funny. Anyway, Cags hit a Doesn't matter home run again last night.
That's 8 in a row, yeah.
8 games in a row. I think the NCAA record's 9. I'm not positive.
Is it?
But, 22nd, I think, of the year, and it was just an Oppo pop-up, and it just kept going. He hit one like that here at the baseball grounds. He hits one like the left field. It looks like it's a pop-up, and it just keeps going, and it's gone. And the Gators lost 10-5.
Golly, man, what a disaster this season's turned into,
It's
huh?
the pitching. I mean, you can't.
I thought you'd be happy today. I thought you'd be Mr., get ready to order up the gymnastics T-shirts after the gymnast helped pull a
Good for
shocking
you.
upset and get rid of Oklahoma.
Good for you. Well, we got a lot of work to do. We're only 1 of 4.
That's correct. You go to the Final Four, I guess.
But yeah, Oklahoma's out, and Oklahoma stuck it to us 2 different years when we had Trinity. So, we'll get the shirt.
Iceman won yesterday, didn't they?
Sure did. They scored 3 in the third, and they're up 1-0.
Is that Atlanta they're playing, you said?
No, the Everblades.
Oh, that's right. The
Even
Everblades.
better.
Everblades have been around since, like, the Jacksonville Bullets used to play the Everblades.
The Everblades knocked us out the last 2 years,
Well,
so
those
we owe
sons
those.
of so-and-sos. We're going to get them. So we win game 1, and we got game 2 on what? Saturday?
Sunday at 3.
Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
I might slide.
Yeah,
I like
he's
that.
Thinking about it. He's going to do a double dip down there.
Like that idea.
Boys are going to have some work to do. What is a Sharks game?
That's tomorrow
Saturday.
night.
Yeah, Saturday night to Sunday afternoon. The boys going to have to do some work down there, huh?
E, we're going to ask you to stay down and put the time-lapse camera on it. Then you can put that together for us Monday morning.
Stay overnight, E. Appreciate that.
I should give a speech, man, because I got hit by a truck, 18-wheeler, 8 years ago. Next man up, man.
Next man up.
I almost lost my life.
Yes, he
I was
did.
in that coma for 10 years, 10 days.
10 years.
My daughter was only 10 months old. So I had to fight.
Fight.
I'm telling my team to fight.
Fight.
Fight. We got an identity. We gritty, we grimy, and we don't give up.
Yeah. Come on.
I love New York. The false bravado they have up there. Meanwhile, their teams just lose and lose. Man, imagine New York and that I'm a New Yorker, I'm the best if they were winning. It could be incorrigible.
Be so good.
What's the last New York team to win? The Yankees?
Gotta be.
Right? And that's
It ain't the Knicks or the Rangers are 94. Knicks are 70-something. Mets are 86.
Yankees were what? Like 14 maybe? Or is that too
I think
late?
the Liberty got one, didn't they?
They don't count. Yeah. Liberty don't count.
What about the Cosmos?
Cosmos also would not count. What about the Metro Stars, the New York Red Bulls? Huh?
What about them?
Did they win?
What about St. John's?
St. John's, they got screwed. They left him out of the dance.
All right, just a couple observations. You've heard a lot of discussion by now with the Balky presser yesterday. Here's my guess.
2011 Giants.
Yeah, my guess is they'll try to trade up to get Arnold or Mitchell. If they see one go off the board, they may make a move to try to get the other guy.
Okay.
And by doing that, they're not going up into 6 land to get neighbors. They're not going up into 9 world.
He said, again, they're prisoners to the analytics.
Yeah.
Some of these organizations are. I think the Jags, if they're not prisoners, they're at least indentured servants. I think they follow the analytics more than others.
That's my
thought. Trent even said yesterday that analytics say you don't trade up. That's what analytics say.
Social media is having a field day with Trent. I don't know if it happened or not. I don't think it did. But
What happened?
I think it's a stage thing. I'm not going to get into it.
Oh, they're saying he passed gas or something?
I'm not doing it to the locals. Our Dream Finders poll question. Dream Finders
Did our
Homes-
GM fart? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. Our Dream Finders poll question.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Dream Finders Homes is the official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Gators, and the Jags. After the Balky presser, the Jags are most likely to trade up a couple.
No, that was not Trent Balky at the press conference. Who said this? I got to know more. I don't like when you throw these things out. I'll be the one that's actually making the accusation then, but I got to know what.
I'm not the producer.
You don't
Tell
know?
the producer to pull the clip. I'm not pulling it. He saw it.
There's a clip.
He's on social media.
But who's saying that did it really happen and we don't want to say anything?
Did
or
not
like
happen.
Who's responsible for this?
Did not happen. I checked.
It did not happen.
There. No.
Yeah. So then forget it. But that was the accusation that he let one rip during the presser?
If you look at social media,
Like John Clayton?
Shades of.
So they put in, so this is where we've come as a fan base. We're putting in fake fart noises over our GM's press conferences?
I think it was a different noise that is interpreted
I
as.
got you. Like Tiger that time in the middle of the fairway, remember?
Yes. Our Dream Finder, Tiger had a wry smile, though. Our Dream Finders poll question, at the Balky presser, the Jags are most likely to trade up a couple for a corner, trade back for an extra pick, grab a receiver later or go O-line at 17. After you listen, what do you think is going to happen? Again, I've hit a home run with the poll question because we're all in the 20s.
I think that draft a receiver later would be the winner.
Yeah, the winner is trade up a couple for a corner. 28.9, 27.7, trade back for an extra pick. 23.1 say grab a receiver later, which is also probably true.
Some of those
coincide.
Yeah.
Go offensive line at 17, 20.2. That's why I said the Jags are most likely to in the Dreamfinders poll question. 20-plus Jacksonville communities in the best locations. Get off the sidelines and into the game. By the way, for a limited time on select move-in ready homes, Dreamfinders Homes offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate in year one of your mortgage. All you got to do is go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details. They are terrific, and we're glad to have them here in Jacksonville and glad to have them as part of the drill. Love the boys. I'm Dreamfinders Danny, if you don't know that by now.
Yeah, I think we've heard.
Changed my name. But, yeah, so I think I do. I feel like they covet those corners is kind of what I'm guessing. And I think they want to get Mitchell or Arnold, and I think there's a noticeable drop. And I think he thinks that he can get starting caliber offensive linemen later and receivers in the second round. And I think
that third corner, it's not worth it. I know again, this quote unquote intel. I don't know if that's too strong a word. It's a few weeks old now.
Yeah.
Like I know at one point where things kind of stood down there, but things can obviously change. I'm not going to keep riding that horse. I know at one point though that Wiggins was a name, and A.D. Mitchell's another.
Yeah.
Well, as far as guys that will definitely be there, or you could trade down and still get. That's an option. Say the Bills are dying for one of those receivers because they lost everything, Davis and Diggs, and they want to trade up to 17. You go down to 28, and you can still get maybe Brian Thomas or A.D. Mitchell.
I am not the head of Jaguars propaganda at 1010. Trust me. You've listened to this show. They would not say that we are the head of Jaguar propaganda. We've said, I mean, good gracious. Anyway, so we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. At least it's going to be here a week from today. We'll be talking about the pick.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. So it'll be great, and I'm excited about it and looking forward to it. And as I said last night on television, we don't need good players. We need great players. We need to give me one great player out of this draft, and I will be smiling.
It'd be like the fourth one we've ever gotten out of the draft. So good luck.
How
many great players have the Jaguars drafted? Think about that.
Well, Tony,
Fred Taylor.
Tony, Fred.
Tony. Fred.
Mo.
Tony.
Mojo.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
We're
talking great
player. We've been around 30 years.
Oh, I know.
Is Stroud or Henderson great players? No, they're good players.
Really good players.
Yeah. Really good player. I mean, we need to draft a great player.
Give
Good
me
luck.
one great player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to draft great players.
It's hard. Jalen Ramsey's probably a great player.
Yeah. We didn't keep him.
No, we didn't keep him.
So we got less than we got single-digit great players in 29 years of drafting.
By the way, college please for James Sample.
Southern?
No. Jimmy Sample.
James Sample. That's old.
2015 fourth-round pick.
He's safety. Yeah.
Louisville.
Very good.
Yeah, there you go.
How about that? From the top row.
That jumped out at me.
Stop playing?
Playing.
Man, I got everybody on the text line doubling down on past gas. So I don't know what to tell you. I might have to hear this and be the ultimate
he's
judge.
got it. He can play
I'm looking for it,
What do you mean you're looking for? It's everywhere.
Apparently, he acknowledged the rip with an excuse me. I mean, does that not count?
He did.
If the dude says excuse me, then what the hell do you think happened?
Why are we going here?
You brought it up. You can't drop a fart joke on a group of men and say, why are we going here? I got to get some air. I mean, the entire text line
all you got to do is Google it, for cripe's sakes.
My dog said, excuse me?
He did. But it was because he burped or he moved the chair. I asked witnesses to the crime the
witness said, excuse me, apparently.
And no one would confirm.
Yeah, Mercedes Lewis is not a great player, gang. Nice try.
No, not a great player.
Great.
Great is like...
Mercedes is barely very good. He's just a guy.
Mercedes is the king of... Mercedes and Meester are longevity guys.
And he's a good player. Terrific. He's a good player. He's not very good, and he's certainly not great.
Is he coming back this year?
I don't know. I think I saw that he wanted to.
I love that guy.
I got it right here. I mean, what is this? Certainly, it's right here, dude. It just sent on the text line. He played me the clip. I got to hear the clip. What is going on?
It's terrible on that.
He did not rip an excuse, did he?
What?
If he said it,
yet. Still got a couple of days going through. Coach and I haven't sat down and gone through the final.
What the hell was that?
That's not.
What do you mean?
It was a burp.
What?
It's been doctored.
I just
It's been doctored.
I just heard burp. Excuse me. What does that mean? Was he saying excuse me because he caught his
again?
Was in a hiccup mode or something?
The witnesses told me.
It could
What
be his
witnesses?
stomach.
He said excuse me.
It could have been his
guys, right?
stomach. I ain't gonna lie. It could have been his stomach.
But you smelt it, dealt it? Is that the witness we're using? Let's go to the dealt it. Yeah, I smelt it. This is the drill. We'll be back with a 10-minute drill. What we do is sometimes asinine.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Are you tired of having a plain and boring backyard? Really want to impress your family and friends this year? Then stop by Stone Core on Phillips Highway. Imagine hosting guests at your new outdoor kitchen, relaxing by your custom-built fireplace under a brand new pergola. Stone Core can also remodel your old pool deck and beautiful new pavers. Make your backyard wishes a reality. Visit Stone Core on Phillips Highway and let's get started at stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Hey, I know we love our happy hours, but have you been to Mr. Chubby's Wings for lunch lately?
Yep, their new specials are awesome. I eat lunch there all the time.
I went this week and got wings, a drink, and chips for $8.
As usual, the best prices in town. You can't hardly find anyone doing $8 lunch anymore.
I know. I'm saving my money for the weekends with $8 lunch specials.
Save your money for the weekends. Enjoy $8 lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 3 locations serving you for all sports all year. Mr. Chubby's Wings, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Big Brothers Big Sisters is teaming up with the NFL to inspire change. From now to draft day, Big Brothers Big Sisters is following the NFL draft, aiming to recruit potential bigs. Hi, I'm Brent from the 1010 sales team. I'm committed as a mentor, and we need you to step up and become a mentor too. There's a waiting list of more than 50 children hoping for a mentor. It's just a few hours a month. Be a mentor, become a big. Visit bbsnefl.org. Be a mentor or visit Big Brothers Big Sisters and click on Big Draft.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting. Get closer to nature.
I'm Jeff Logman with Captain Kevin and Captain Kirk. We take you from the water to the woods.
The Nimnicht Outdoor Show, presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic Services, 7 to 10 every Saturday morning on 1010XL.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free from credit cards, car loans, and personal loans. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value's way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards. Get some money for a home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips, and approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508, 904-999-1508, or go to loanpronto.com. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Hey, man, we're certainly facing interesting economic times, right? For me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. That's why I'm telling you about ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Gang, I'm not an expert about the economy. I got to find people that I trust to invest for me. And I have. The ITP Partners, Reed Wingate, Dan Abel, Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryan. They're the best. How do I know? Because every month my money grows. And it's not just me. 3 generations of Hickens, friends, family, invest at ITP Partners. And they listen, they give us individualized strategy. Our goals are their priority. So it's a great time to get started. If you're not started, if you're looking for a place to go, give ITP Partners a shot. Chris at ITPPartners.com, Chris at ITPPartners.com, or call 312-9751, 312-9751.
Has someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI, domestic violence, and all criminal offenses. In your battle with the justice system, there's only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645. 354-5645.
If you're an experienced, skilled plumber or welder that's MedGas certified and you're tired of working for a company that just doesn't treat you right, Local 234 is the place for you. Their pay is the best in the business. You'll walk away with $35.09 an hour in your pocket. With benefits, that's just over $50 an hour. Local 234 has been around since 1901, and that means something. Visit UA234.com to send your resume. Local 234, make the right connection.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. All right. Sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out razzle dazzle. What are you dazzling them with today?
I got a pair of tickets to the annual Guns N' Hoses Fight Night at UNF Arena. That's happening on 420. That's this Saturday. That's tomorrow.
That's right. Dan and I'll be there.
Oh. Also tomorrow, by the way, if you're looking for something fun to do in the afternoon, and we're obviously...
Go for a swim.
Go for a swim. Tristan Bailey Foundation is having a family fun day.
Nice.
Vendors are gathering over there in Nocatee. Family-friendly, free event supporting the Tristan Bailey Foundation. So it's from noon to 3. It's tomorrow. It's a cool, just gathering of families and stuff and honoring the Tristan Bailey Foundation. So if you can go over there in Nocatee, if you're out there in Nocatee looking for something to do in the afternoon, man, go do it. Go have fun and support a great cause. We have gotten to know the Bailey family. They're terrific people, and we love them, and we want to help support them any way we can. So we're just trying to put the word out, but that's coming up Saturday.
All right, I got to chalk this up to your social media little impish behavior, not yours.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what you guys, not you, the impish behavior on social media, the immature behavior.
We're back to the.
Play it. You have it again, E. Play it. Let me break this down. Let me break down the Safarder film.
All right.
Okay. Our GM is a lot of things.
Yeah.
A public farter, I now am going to deem, is not one of them.
Okay.
Play the clip. And I'll tell you what
A
happened.
couple of days going through, Coach and I haven't sat down and gone through the final.
All right, so here's what happened.
Yeah,
and again, all you all, that's definitely a fart. He ripped one. He acknowledged it. Y'all are so easy, man. I hope some of you people on the text line that are claiming this, and I know the difference between those that are joking and those that are emphatic.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the son of the Nigerian prince never emails y'all. Y'all sure as hell would pay him. I mean, y'all are some gullible, naive so-and-sos out there. Here's what happened. Trent Baalke is doing it. He gets kind of a frog in his throat, and so he stops to clear his throat and says, excuse me, and the noise is put in by one of you guys on social media. 100% is exactly what happened. So, no, he certainly did not fart and then acknowledge the fart during the press conference. He was talking, then he, excuse me, and when they did that, one of you little social media impish types put in the sound effect. And now there are people that are now swearing because so anyway. Come on, y'all. We had a lot of votes for some of the greats that the Jaguars have drafted. Apparently, we forgot a bunch.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
like Brian Anger.
He was a great one.
Like Justin Blackmon.
Super.
Yeah.
Okay. Boys are in rare form today, is what you're telling me.
Well, they're ready. It's Friday. They're ready to get to the weekend. Maybe they'll join us at Guns N' Hoses. Maybe they'll go down into the Shark Tank. Who knows? Or, maybe they're just overexcited this morning because of the Iceman big win.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of things going on in the sports world, obviously, as we head into the weekend. And but did you hear that college football is just such a train wreck, man. It really is.
Yeah.
It's just such a train wreck with
It
this.
is, 100%. And
I just am so over
I'm starting now to be bothered by this new age high school athlete that thinks he deserves millions of dollars. It is starting to bother me. Here's why. There's too many people in this world that bust their 40, 50, 60 hours a week to get by, that we're going to hand millions of dollars to kids to throw footballs or shoot jump shots.
Yeah.
It's abjectly ridiculous. It can't be good for the big picture.
Can't be good for the big picture.
It's never good to get what you don't earn.
Correct.
It's not a good thing. It ultimately leads to wrong.
Right.
And so, yeah. And
again,
I saw,
here's
did
the
you see
thing
Jay and Rashad? Is that what you're talking about?
That was part of it. Here's the thing to remember about college football more so than anything.
Mm-hmm.
You very rarely, let's ask E. E is a college football observer.
Okay.
He pretends to be a Miami fan. That's neither here nor
Shout
there.
out to you.
Yeah. But he's really a observer. Like, he likes it, but he doesn't, dig into it. Like, he knows the Jags. He knows the NBA. He knows the NFL. College football, he's okay. So my question to you is this, E.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me in your life, if you can remember, a college football player who you knew before he played a college football game. Is there, so this kid got recruited and you couldn't wait to see where he was going to go?
There's a few a year.
Yeah, I don't even think there's a few a year.
I think so. If you're following, you're talking about casual fan.
I'm talking about, yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So like a high school kid.
No, you or I know at minimum 10 a year every year for the last 50 years.
Okay.
Right? I think, but we follow recruiting is why.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I follow, back when I played. So there were a lot of guys there's a lot of names that I knew before they played.
Right. So give me one that you
Ernie Sims.
Right. So you played against Ernie Sims?
No, I didn't play against him, but his name was big when I was in
That
high
was a
school.
big name. Like, this guy's going to be good. I can't wait
Yeah.
to see what he can do.
Mhm.
Right. And that's because you were playing and you knew of him.
Right.
My point is this. In college football, more than almost any major sport, it really is. Jerry Seinfeld once did a joke about it. We root for the laundry. You root for your school. You don't know who's playing for them until they become good. And yet we're handing kids all this money before they even play it down? It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
No, I agree. And by the way, it's a slap in the face to the dude sitting in the stands. At some point, we're going to realize that.
Yeah.
It's a slap in my face that joker is getting $400,000 and I make 68.
And yet here we go with still another year is going by and we still have no regulation. How do we not have regulation? So, Arizona State freshman quarterback Jaden Rashada, who threw the University of Florida into turmoil because it made us realize over at the University of Florida we don't know what we're doing when it comes to the NIL, is leaving already. Now, again, how does this work? Did he get all his money from Arizona State? What did he get? Does he have to give any back? Most of them now, and Denny can talk about this when he comes in, most of them now sign contracts and they forfeit stuff if they don't play in the bowl game or whatever. So, anyway, Rashada played 3 games for the Sun Devils. He had a $13 million name, image, and likeness agreement with Florida. It fell through because somebody from the collective and not from the school or the football program. And these are why football programs now in college are modeling themselves after the NFL and hiring like general managers and football operations.
It's out of control. Call it what it is. Stay at semi-pro. Stop calling it college football.
Oh, yeah.
W-2 your employees because that's just another way it's not fair.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sorry. I'm not speaking from we got ours, Hick.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not. It doesn't. But it's not. It's not right.
Right.
That people work their ass off in this country, and these just like because you throw a football in high school, they're paying you all this money.
Now, another
gross.
Another good one to keep an eye on is Cal at Arkansas, because from what I understand, they're basically offering the Kentucky double what Kentucky's paying, which I'm sure Kentucky pays through the roof. So it's, again, the race continues, and it's not getting any better. It's just getting worse until somebody steps in and says, okay, here's what the deal is. But it's also fair to say it's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. It's going to be here in some
I don't know. I don't know if it's fair to say. I think this may be just some wild little 4-year, and we'll look back and say, remember when. This can't continue. Again, we're to the now. Now, by the way, it's worse, Dan. Not only is the $75,000 a year, or $30,000 or whatever it is, have to watch some kid come in and make $3 million, but you're also going to ask me to pay it.
Yeah, and also, again, you're throwing numbers around that just aren't necessarily true. The guys
the total package.
Yeah. I mean, but
not
anyway.
many make. Yeah, I don't care what they make.
Yeah.
If you make a 40-hour working man's salary, that's bull crap.
Why? They work 40 hours.
No, they don't. They play football.
Well,
they play football and go to school and
so
go
you
to
don't
class.
think they should get any money?
No, I didn't say I don't think they should get any money. I didn't say that at all. I don't think they should make salaries more than anybody who works full-time sitting in the stadium. That I believe.
Anyway, then you also have Coach Prime out there in Colorado. I guess they had 14 players enter the portal this week, and he basically said, man, they all suck. Sorry, Junibug. It's basically what he said, right? And so, but he, Cormani McClain is one of them who they worked so hard to get, and then he does a year. And if you remember Deion, this guy was a 5-star corner from Florida. Miami wanted him. Everybody wanted him. And he went out there, and Deion just unloaded on him one time during the season because why isn't Cormani McClain playing? Well, I'll tell you why. He doesn't come to practice. He's late for meetings, blah, blah, blah. So he doesn't go to class. So anyway.
I like Deion's intention. But I hope Deion understands he's going to coach a 4-8 football team for 4 or 5 years, and eventually, even though he's Deion, they're going to get rid of him for lack of winning.
You think that's going to happen?
I do.
Well,
I don't think Colorado has a hair breadth chance in hell of being anything in whatever conference they're now in.
Yeah.
What are they in, by the way? Where's Colorado? Where'd they land? Big 12?
No one knows.
I mean, I'm serious. Pac-12's done. Where did Colorado go?
Must be in the
Big 12?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
I know.
I really don't know. So anyway, but yeah, so that's all that's going on in the world of college football. It's as crazy as ever, and it will continue to be that way. So I don't know what else to tell you on that, but it's frustrating. It's frustrating. So we'll see. The draft is going to be really intriguing next week. I heard a discussion about which teams absolutely have to take quarterbacks. And I know that the top 3 are going to take them, and that's fine. I get that part. I don't think in this day and age anymore that you absolutely, like, in other words, they were arguing that the Jets have to draft a quarterback. Not if you can't get a good one, right? Because
I know.
in this day and age, we have more moving parts than ever. So quarterback will leave Team A for Team B all the time. So go get another veteran if you have to, right? There's always that option, as opposed to this. Very rarely do we draft and develop quarterbacks anymore, right? Do we draft a guy and then we sit him for a year?
They don't give him the time.
No.
But you know why? I don't have a problem with that, because guess what? The draft and develop strategy, it's not a good strategy. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
You either got it or you don't. And today's, like back in the day, it was a little different. When the Terry Bradshaws and dudes came into the league, the passing offenses in college were like less than a high school, game plan would be these days. And so now they're more ready. But because, I'm going to say this too. When you say draft and develop, I mean you draft a guy, you develop him, he's on your roster 10, 12 years.
Yeah.
He doesn't go anywhere else. He's either becomes a starter or he's at least a, serviceable part-time starter.
How many rows, like at a guys at a like the baseball grounds or wherever, at a smaller venue like that, at a minor league park, when you sit in the front
okay,
area, how many rows up before you get to the concourse would you say there are? 50?
In a major league park
No,
or
in a
like down at the
yeah.
121 Financial? Is
Yeah.
it still that?
Yeah.
No, not 50 here. It would be more like 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 20, 25.
I think it's more than
Maybe
that.
30.
Yeah. Anyway, do you know who Paul Skeens is?
Yeah, he's the LSU
mustache
third pick of the draft or whatever.
Yeah. And who's he pitch for right now?
He's the Pirates, isn't he?
right?
Yeah. But he won't be there long. But
Was he in town?
What team is he on?
Well, I don't know who the Pirates AA or AAA team is.
The Indianapolis Indians.
Okay.
That's a fairly decent park if it's in Indianapolis. I've been by it a couple
Okay.
times because I've been to the Jags and the Colts. Anyway, just a shout out to Paul Skeens.
What did he do?
I was just looking at some video.
Just went up and down signing autographs?
Oh, he stayed in. The line was all the way up, and they said he stayed until everybody had pictures signing last night because he knows he's going to be called up here pretty soon. He's been phenomenal as expected.
He has.
Yeah. I tell you what, if the Pirates can pair Paul Skeens with this kid that they have who pitched against us the other day who throws a hundo, they're gonna have some. They're gonna have some pitchers now. Now here's but they don't play winning baseball. I don't. Very rarely do I criticize another team in terms of they don't run things out. They kept fundamentally they were terrible. It was awful performance in the Mets series. So they always say, oh, they're good. That would be a case where I'd be like, hey, manager, why aren't they playing hard? They don't run. I mean.
Yeah, you said that about the Pirates the other night.
I was just happened yesterday to be at home, and I put on the Rangers were playing the Tigers. It's becoming an epidemic. This dude, Garcia, who's,
Adolis Garcia?
Adolis Garcia, the juiced-up monster for Texas.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. He's the one that got in all the shenanigans for bat tossing last year.
Did he win
ALCS
MVP, maybe?
He had like 18 homers in the 7-game series, so yeah.
So Adolis hits a ground ball down the third base line.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he looks at it, and
Leiter's kid got rocked.
Yeah. Umpire at third base immediately, as a ball is crossing, goes fair ball.
Okay.
And this is a 7-7 baseball game. And Adolis Garcia, was waiting, I guess, to hear the home plate up make the call. So he stood there and didn't run. And so Urshela, if the guy leaves when he hits the ball, he's safe at first. Urshela took it and then was like looking around and then realized, hey, wait a minute, Garcia didn't even run. So he flipped it over to first base and he was out. I mean, hey, major leaguers, you set the tone, man. Run out everything. Run them out.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick break. That's a 10-minute drill. Get you some easy breezy, lemon squeezy. My guy E.T. sitting in booth has got you covered. So come kind, come courteous, and we're back with more on the other side. It's a GFL Friday.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Munoz became the first Bengals player to be enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
This is Anthony Munoz, Pro Football Hall of Famer, and you're listening to 1010XL Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Exciting news from All Pro Roofing. Effective right now, you can get an instant roof quote. Just click the Instant Roof Quote tab on their website. Whether you're in need of roofing, exterior siding, or windows, All Pro Roofing is your local partner for quality craftsmanship. Click the Instant Roof tab and voila! Get an instant quote. It's that simple. Click on the Instant Roof Quote tab today at allproroofingllc.com.
License number CCC 1327056.
CDC 060138.
Hey folks, Hicken here for Zero Res. If you're like me, you're getting the itch to do some deep cleaning. Problem is, most of us hate throwing things away. Man, I just close my eyes and let my wife do it. And we always call Zero Res for our floors. We'll have the Zero Res crew clean all the flooring because this month, gang, all flooring 25% off. That's right, 25% off carpets, tile and grout, wooden vinyl floors, and area rugs. Great time to get all the floors clean. Zero Res, man. Spell it forwards or backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, let's talk about diamond cutting.
How is a diamond price affected by the way it is cut?
Frank, that's probably the most important question asked about diamonds, because the trade-off between a diamond cut for maximum beauty and one that's not is the diamond's carat weight. You see, diamond cutters buy rough diamonds based on quality and weight. So as they cut the rough diamond, everything cut away affects profits. However, there's specific known cutting parameters, and each deviation from these means they have a heavier, less beautiful diamond. Unfortunately, a customer can't detect all those cutting imperfections. They need expert help about a diamond's cut grade. You see, for any round diamond of a particular color, clarity, and carat weight, there are as many as 10 different prices that can vary by as much as 50%. At Underwoods, we look specifically at how a diamond's cut before we look at anything else, because it's the most important factor when it comes to a diamond's beauty, and to us, whether it should carry the Underwood name or not.
I wasn't a first-round pick.
Tom McManus.
I wasn't even drafted, but I know what it's like to play in the AFC title game, and I share what I learned with you.
Fridays on Jaguars Today. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right. Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From Roll-and Lock bed covers to Lear toppers to cam locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started. Shane Lockhart, his dad, his guys from here, taking care of people who live here, people like me. We've used Lockhart Construction numerous times on our house, and they have done a terrific job. So if you have a remodel, you need something done around your house, heck, you need a new home. No job too big, no job too small. Give the Lockhart family a call. Their family gives your family a better living experience. I like to say you unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. So you got an idea? You got a construction plan? Give Shane a call. He'll call you back. 994-3865. 994-3865.
Open early and open late. Dailies is always there, making things easy for you to cruise in and cruise out. So hit Dailies Cold Case the next time you're craving a cold one. Bud Light by the case, plus plenty of singles to choose from. Corona, to the King of Beers, to Stella or a Natty. They're all cold at Dailies.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
congratulations to Jayon Simon.
Yeah.
The big cat. He's Ichiban, Reigns Pride, but he's going to Rutgers.
Oh, nice.
So, nice commitment. Chose Rutgers over a bunch of other schools, man. He had, like, Colorado. He had, I think, NC State. So, anyway, super job, and I know Pops is proud, right? So,
Big Ricky?
Yeah. So, that's great news, and wishing Jayon a great career.
How many?
We'll be watching him this year.
There's 32 teams in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So how many would have to be employing or have recently employed or consistently employed draft and develop for it to be considered a good strategy that's working?
Like, give me more.
Okay. If the Packers have done it, their last two quarterbacks, does that mean it's a great strategy when 31 others have not been able to employ it?
No.
I was just checking. I got to make sure as I keep going through the morning. I have a couple of people saying the Packers. Draft and develop absolutely does work. The Packers are proving it once again. No, okay.
Yeah.
By the way, draft and development, when you got a freaking Hall of Famer as your starter, you're getting kind of lucky there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think that's it.
We had Trent Dilfer on a couple years ago, and he's now in coaching, but he had a good he said 35 to 45 games is about what you need to decide. And that's playing in them. That's not sitting and watching. That's playing in. So he basically can squeeze you out a third year. But, boy, they're quick now. We're quick on the trigger now, man. We are quick on the trigger. And if a guy has if he starts for 2 years and doesn't get results.
Well, I mean, shoot, we drafted the guy number one. He had 1 year with Urban Meyer, had another half the season he was injured, and you have a large percentage of the fan base that will put him on like a 1 year prove it this year. No lie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to your point.
Mm-hmm. Trevor, by the way, is going to get his deal, and it sounds like, again, if you were listening to the Balky press conference yesterday, he's going to get it sooner rather than later.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So
I mean, we've learned what happens when you get it later. Guys get franchised. Your roster decisions get compromised.
Yeah. And it's good to know that, okay, because, again, it wouldn't count for this year if
I'm sure, yeah.
So
the way they do these things now, they put it all at the very end, and we'll deal with it when we get there.
Yeah. So anyway, I think it's a great thing. Yeah, I mean, we're going to go forward with them. You're not getting anybody different, so yeah, we'll see. But that's how it's going to go. I think the draft starts after on next Thursday. The draft starts after 3, right? I would almost
next Friday, you mean?
Yeah, Thursday night. I would almost guarantee.
Oh, after pick 3.
After
I'm talking
pick
about 3 o'clock. What is he talking about?
I would say it's almost guaranteed Washington's taking Jaden Daniels, and then New England will take. I suspect Drake May, but you'd see J.J. McCarthy. But then after that, then the draft begins, right? So you and the next team's up. Like you mentioned, the Broncos. They're at 12. The Giants are at 6. They're going to take quarterback or no?
Neighbors, I think.
Yeah, they're talking about receivers. Yeah.
Who are the Giants receivers? Anybody flashing up there?
West Virginia kid. I mean,
they have a Slayton guy.
Yeah, and he was. Yeah,
he's like
Slayton's Auburn, isn't he?
Is he? Yeah. Didn't they have a West Virginia guy, Shepard or somebody? I don't know.
Sterling Shepard was Oklahoma.
Okay. What about the kid who was a quarterback?
Sills, David Sills.
Is he there?
That's him. I think he's kind of probably retired by now. Not sure he ever made it.
Oh, Major Harris. Did he play some running receiver at?
Well, Major Harris strikes me. If you said, "What is Major Harris doing right now?" I'd say coaching high school football in Beckley.
Okay.
You know who Major Harris is? Just a little before your time.
He was
probably come and gone before you were born. But he was a quarterback at West Virginia. Did he lead him undefeated one year, Dan?
Or
close?
He got him close if he didn't. Jalen Hyatt's up there. Darius Slayton's up there. Wandale Robinson from Kentucky's up there. Isaiah McKenzie, Miles Boykin, Isaiah Hyatt.
They need a number one receiver.
Wow.
So, I would go there if I'm them.
But I'm just saying there is some talk that they might go quarterback.
There was, but I don't think they will at 6.
I don't either.
Yeah.
No.
But, and then the Broncos at 12. Right? The Vikings. You got to think they're going to try to get a quarterback. The Raiders, are they going to try to get a quarterback? They're all right there. 11, 12, 13 is the next quarterback window that opens up. Right?
Yeah.
So, and then it'll be interesting to see if anybody else takes one, Like with the Rams being in looking for a quarterback. Stafford's only 36.
Yeah, no, I don't take a quarterback if I'm the Rams.
Yeah, try to win.
I think I'll wait and just get me that, a Minshew type in a year or two. Somebody who's looks like they could be starter level.
Very rarely do, and that's why it always opened eyes with the Packers the way they did it. But very rarely do you waste capital on a guy who's not going to play.
Well, and it cost him Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
When you have a guy, and Favre and Rodgers made the same argument. Come on, man, go get me a receiver, get an offensive line, get a line. We don't need quarterback. Why always a first-round draft pick on a guy when I'm healthy and in my prime? Mm-hmm. And that's fair. Mm-hmm. That would run me off too.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. 100%. But it'll be, but to me, that's where the draft begins.
And by the way, draft and develop also means you take your lumps with your quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's develop if he gets to sit for 2 or 3 years, mature, learn the offense, get past those that young man's nervousness and anxiety. Not that it makes it easy.
Yeah.
I just don't know if what the Packers have done with these last two falls under that draft and develop as it was in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it does.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, there's 32 teams. One's doing it. It just goes to show you they don't employ it much anymore. For instance, if draft and develop was a thing, you know who'd be the quarterback today in Jacksonville? Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
You drafted him.
Yeah.
He flashed. He was good as a rookie. You would keep developing him, and that was what draft and develop was. Mm-hmm. It wasn't draft a quarterback in the first round behind a Hall of Famer, tick off the Hall of Famer, let the first rounder sit 2 or 3 years. And by the way, the draft and development only works because of this, because Aaron Rodgers ended up working out. If you now, based on 16 games, give Jordan Love that $200 million contract and he doesn't work, you're in big trouble. Sometimes you don't know after a year or two. Or at least that's part of it.
That's true.
All right, we got more quarterback talk with the Whisperer.
Oh, yeah.
So that's coming up.
Some info from him.
We got the Iceman coach will join us later in the day.
Okay.
And they're off to a good start in their playoff series, and they got another home game. So we got a lot on our plate as we keep you going on a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's the fastest sport on 4 wheels.
This is what I've been waiting for.
This Sunday at Talladega, brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234. From the station with the most horsepower, 1010XL.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. Tomorrow's going to be very interesting because Florida State has its spring game. Mike Norvell's done a fantastic job with the Noles, but there's a bunch of new guys. Can he flip that roster again and make it good again? He's got a brand new quarterback, DJ Uiagalelei, formerly of Clemson, formerly of Oregon State, now is the FSU quarterback. He's got to play well, and Mike Norvell has to find those portal guys yet again. I got a hunch he's going to. I think he's a really good coach. But keep an eye on that Garnet and Gold game because you're going to learn an awful lot about a bunch of new Seminoles. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. There are trucks, and then there's the truck, the GMC Sierra. Frank Frangie here, with available features like the V8 engine, the ultimate luxury interior, and of course, the available world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. Nimnik Buick GMC has the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in the area. This month, save up to $10,000 off new GMC Sierra 1500s or enjoy rates as low as 1.9% APR financing. You get it at Nimnik GMC. We are professional grade.
Jamie Johnson, What a View Tour. Like I'm playing the part. The award-winning songwriting master. June 20th, the St. Augustine Amphitheater. Special guest Ben Haggard. Should have seen it in color. On sale Friday 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. I tell you, the high cost of living. Don't miss Jamie Johnson live. Living high.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy Subs and Sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
AgPro Sign and Drive event is offering 0% for 84 months with no money down on a John Deere compact utility tractor with loader. Limited time offer. Visit your local AgPro dealership today. Offer ends 4/30/24. Subject to approved credit. See dealer for details.
Make your outdoor living perfect with Art of Natural Stone. Pavers, patios, gravel, pool decks, and more. Using all natural stone design, and they do the installation. Visit Art of Natural Stone on Route 1 near Bartram Springs or on Beach Boulevard.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and I've been telling you about Fenwick Home Services for a while now. Well, spring is here, and that to-do list isn't going away. But I'm not stressing. When I need them, I know Fenwick Home Services is there 24/7 with cooling and plumbing solutions to fit my budget. Whether it's minor upgrades or major repairs, they get it done right the first time. So schedule your seasonal AC tune-up today and avoid costly breakdowns. Don't hope you won't have a problem. Plan to make sure you don't. Book now at fenwickhomeservices.com/radio.
Hey, it's Tony from Tony D's Pizza. If you love our pizza and pasta dishes, let us cater an event for you. Family function or office parties, we can deliver you an amazing Italian meal. Remember, it's not just pizza at Tony D's. Bay Meadows in $2.95.
E.T. here, and it's time for the Taste of Golf at TPC Sawgrass, April 24th. Join me for fine cuisine from chefs from the top golf clubs in our area, craft cocktails, games, and unique auction items. This is one of the most charitable events in our area. Come network with a sophisticated audience who is passionate about golf and its values, all while impacting the youth in our community. All proceeds benefit First Tee North Florida. For tickets, go to tasteofgolf.com. Come on, somebody.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by First Coast Honda Dealers. With the NFL Draft now less than a week away, Jaguar GM Trent Baalke gave some insight into his draft philosophy.
When in doubt, you're going to take the need if it's close. Obviously, if there's a great distance between the two, you got to weigh that out.
The Knowles head coach Mike Norvell was recently asked if there were any more additions coming via the transfer portal to FSU.
We'll continue to evaluate all things. I mean, we'll see where our roster is here in the next week or so.
The Jacksonville Icemen took their first step in pursuit of the Kelly Cup as the number 2 seed in the East Coast Hockey League South Division defeated the Florida Everblades in the first game of the playoffs Thursday evening. They face off again Sunday afternoon at Five-Star Veterans Memorial Arena. Puck drops at 3 p.m. And with your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:04, it's 67 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Back here on the drill, it's a GFL Friday. Get you into the weekend. Big weekend here locally. We got the Sharks at home tomorrow night. Got Guns and Hoses down at the arena. The Jacksonville Icemen. Playoff hockey Sunday afternoon, so still plenty to do. The Jaguars brass met the media yesterday in a pre-draft press conference. Look, some years it's considered to be better from a talent standpoint than it is others. Here is Trent Baalke on how he sees this year's draft talent pool.
I think it's no different than most drafts. I think there's talent at all levels. You just got to find them. And a lot of finding them is fit. A lot of finding them is opportunity. Giving them opportunity once you get them, on your program within the organization. So, I think it's no different. I like this group of players coming in. It's a little bit older. It's an older group because of the COVID situation and guys that went back for their 5th, 6th years of college. So, that's a little different for us.
They have a guy like that, right? In Devin Lloyd. He was kind of older. That's a double-edged sword. You're older and you're more experienced, but you're also, more tread on the tire, or less tread on the tire, I guess.
I think it's a huge positive if you can get an older guy, and I think that's good. But, I mean, again, they got to be good football.
Got to get the right guy, yeah. Listen, need versus value, it's almost become cliche. I mean, it's never one exact or the other. I think the more important thing is determining which is your bigger need. Like, if you're the Jaguars down there, do you think they think their bigger need is receiver or corner?
Corner.
And what do we say, though, if we had a preference with that 17 pick? Although I think you've said corner. A lot of us have said receiver. I think Fred Taylor said receiver, but others like you have said corner. And it may not be either one of those.
Right.
Right? Potentially, it could be an offensive lineman, could be a defensive lineman.
One of those that kid from Texas, the Murphy kid.
Yeah, the big interior defensive lineman.
Yeah.
Last year's draft class, didn't give us much, right? And gosh, they left us wanting big time. We're a couple of guys in that, Cooper Hodges and Ventrell Miller. Maybe you get more out of them. I don't know. It's easy to be skeptical. We've just not had any late draft success. None.
Yeah.
I mean, we say not a lot, really like zero.
Yeah.
And I know that's pretty common around the league. We don't have the familiarity with other teams' rosters. I'm sure there's a bunch of Antonio Johnsons on other teams, 5th-round picks that have seen the field and that have, earmarked more playing time moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, it just doesn't seem like we're getting the kind of pop out of the mid to late rounds that would give you these little bursts. I mean, you could argue that the Rams stayed a playoff team because of last year's late-round draft picks. The 2 defensive linemen who were almost 10 sack guys and Puka Nacua in round 6.
Yeah.
I mean, without those guys, were the Rams a playoff team? Probably not. And now, because of that draft last year and those guys, it's like the Rams never skipped a beat. They're right back into contention mode. So it's, I think it's important that we pound some value out of this late round. And because inevitably what happens, Dan, we're going to wait in 3-4 years for this 5th, 6th, or 7th rounder. 5th, 6th, or 7th rounder gets some playing time his first year.
Mm-hmm.
Then he gets a little more responsibility in year 2, maybe even a starter job. Stats still aren't there.
Well, one of the issues that you could tell that was between, management and coaching last year was the fact that we did not try to develop. We did not play. We
onboard.
Yeah, onboarding. 2nd and 3rd round picks got very few limited snaps now. Coaching will come back and go, well, I can't play a guy I don't trust. And if you guys fumbling or whatever, or missing assignments, you can't, so there was a little of that back and forth. So, and I do think that management oftentimes tries to, I go back to the Coughlin story of years past. He wanted a blocking fullback. I gave him a blocking fullback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They try to get the guys that, and if you're going to use this type of personnel, then we're going to get you, then we're going to put an emphasis on, if we're going to use a lot of 2 tight ends, then we're going to get you another good tight end, and it didn't work out, obviously, last year for a variety of reasons. So they stayed where they're at. Now we have to see if they can take the big jump going forward. FSU has its spring game tomorrow.
4 o'clock, ACC Network, if you want to watch. To me,
bring your roster program, because there's a lot of new names. They're going to have a dozen players drafted next week. So
part of me wonders if we're assuming too much about continued success for Florida State.
Yeah.
And part of me, believes that Mike Norvell has already passed that test. We didn't believe, and then they had the late run at the end of 2022, and we still didn't believe, and then they went undefeated last year, and people still didn't believe to the point they wouldn't even put them in the playoff.
Yeah.
And so now, with all this to overcome, all these personnel defections, didn't I look at their is it fair to say that their schedule's not the toughest this year?
Yeah.
We looked at this yesterday, right? Yeah. You got Clemson at home, you got Notre Dame on the road.
Yeah.
You have Florida and Miami, 2 state rivals that in many years would be a tough out, but right now, quite frankly, you're much better than both of them.
Yeah. I agree.
And you have them both, I believe, at home, don't you?
Yeah. A lot will depend.
Or maybe Miami's on the road.
You had You had a great college quarterback last year.
A great college quarterback. And when he went out, no one believed in you.
Yeah.
And your offense stunk.
Yeah. And so is DJ Ungalele going to be good enough?
He can't be DJ throw it away way.
Can't be.
Yeah. No, I don't think, good enough, maybe.
Yeah.
I guess there's this little.
Another guy, by the way, 3rd college.
Yeah, and again, that speaks to me.
2 years at Clemson, he threw.
It's like if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one. That's almost like if you're in your 3rd year, you're just not a guy. You're just a guy, I guess.
He's 22-7 is what he's been at the last 2 years. His 3rd year at Clemson, he threw for 2,500 yards. Last year, he threw for 22,600 yards.
Yeah.
He's not a great quarterback.
And he's not a big, he's not super athletic, right? He's not a runner.
Not a runner at all.
He had it may be the biggest disparity from his debut breakout performance and what he ended up being. Remember his first start? He went to Notre Dame and he threw for like 450 yards.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
I don't know, but I remember him having.
Yeah, I think he came in and threw for just like some stupid amount at Notre Dame, and I believe Clemson won at Notre Dame. But yeah, I don't. That's a big downgrade. I don't know if like Cromanhook isn't the better play.
Huh?
No.
I
know Denny loves him.
Yeah, he's very young.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, very young.
Denny's on assignment, by the way. We're down to cases. He got to get his boys ready for next week's draft. So.
He played Boston College the week previous and threw for 342, and then he threw for 439 against Notre Dame, and then
it stopped.
And then he played against Pitt. Maybe he got hurt. He's 7-12 for 31 yards. So not good, But yeah, he had two terrific games in his freshman year, mid-season, and then never kept growing and eventually got replaced. And that'll happen if you're not, So, like I said, he's playing a fifth year. He's got a ton of experience. Graham Mertz, again, you would have
fair.
the same.
Yeah.
Graham Mertz did.
Or is it Malik Zaire? Or is it Everett Golston? Or, somebody else you bring in?
Yeah, but I don't think those guys ever had the good year.
Yeah, Golston did, I think. But anyway, I'm not going to – he's not the speed, size.
I think Graham Mertz is a real good comparison, and you're banking on a guy with experience to come in. And lock it down. And if he plays like Graham Mertz played a year ago, FSU will be very good.
Because they're better across the board, better coached.
He's not the 41 touchdown, 5-pick, 4,000-yard guy.
Yeah, it ain't Joe Burrow.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting.
Who, by the way, wasn't Joe Burrow in his first year in LSU?
No. Shoot, our guy. What's the kid's name who had a pick six against him to seal the win? Maybe the last time Florida beat LSU, by the way. Was it Stewart? Was that his last name?
Brad Stewart? No.
It might be.
Yeah, like a safety, right? He was a relatively high recruit. And
yeah.
Is it Brad Stewart?
I think it might be Brad Stewart. Let's see real quick here. We're going to find that out for you. Pretty good if we get that one. We should get that one, though. Yeah, Brad Stewart Jr., 25-yard touchdown. Florida won 27-19.
Glory days.
Tigers were 5th in the country.
Sure. We don't beat number 5 teams anymore,
Florida was 22nd at best. Yeah. Burrow was 19-34 for 191. After that, LSU quarterbacks have annihilated Florida. Just annihilated. Jaden Daniels annihilated him for 2 years. Joe Burrow annihilated him.
Who came in after Burrow in the games, and then Florida beat him again? Beat him in Gainesville after Burrow won the Natty. Didn't we? No, it was the year before we beat him.
Talking about the shoe game?
Was that the very next year, the shoe game?
I mean, it hadn't been that long.
Oh, God, you might be right. So, did Burrow play the Gators twice in Gainesville?
No.
Just once?
Yeah.
And he lost to him in Gainesville?
Yes.
On the Stewart. What's the game? They also had another day game where Felipe Franks would run it out of bounds, and Florida lost that game. It was like the day they broke out the Tom Petty. It was a day game.
LSU's won the last 5 games. Florida beat them. Like I said, the last time was against Joe Burrow, 27-19 and 18. And 19, that was Burrow. They kept scoring. We scored for a while. Then 42-28 in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
Then we came back here. They beat us 37-34
what about the year,
in COVID year.
What about the year before the Burrow lighten us up year? That was beating Burrow here in Gainesville, rather?
We played Gainesville back-to-back in 17.
That's
18.
what it is. So
we lost in 17.
Yeah,
17 to
that's
16.
the one. 17 is the one, or the one we lost was the one that Felipe. It was a close game. We could have won that one.
Yeah.
What was that game like? 19-17?
17-16.
17-16.
Yeah.
And then the win over Burrow was more like 24-7.
In the last 5 games, LSU scored 52, 45, 49, 37, and 42 points against us.
You know what's so ironic about that? When Dan and I went to the University of Florida back in the dark ages, the one thing Florida could do every year did not matter. They could be 0-10, but you know what they did? They played defense, boy. They get these guys from Apopka and from Belglade and from South Florida, and they would put – I mean, that was a football team that had 12 scholarships, Dan Hicken, and would have the number 3 defense in the – we always played defense. What happened to that? Offenses got more complex? Like, how did college football go from a game that the big games played 6-3, 10-6 to what it is now? That's amazing evolution. There weren't a lot of high-scoring games back in the day. You want a great college football game came on, the final would be 21-14, ET, and it'd be a great game.
I would say because the running game was more dominant back then. Like now, everybody's air raid. Everybody's throwing that thing. But back then, it was all running backs were big.
I guess did Steve Spurrier cause all this?
Right.
Or at least in part by making it just a mainstream
pass the ball.
Strategy to really pass the ball and test the defense. Obviously, defense can't stop the pass as well as they can stop the run. The scores tell that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it changes the whole flow and flavor of the game. It suddenly becomes a high-scoring game. So, but yeah, man, Florida used to play defense no matter what, and now they're just atrocious. And that's a perfect example. Those weren't all Joe Burrow years, by the way.
Jaden Daniels. We won him a Heisman.
Yeah.
We won Jaden Daniels a Heisman.
We helped. Alabama contributed.
Yeah, but we cinched it. No, Alabama knocked him out.
Bro, he had a ton of yards. And
Alabama knocked him out of that game last year in his Heisman year. I'm just saying they knocked him out. That Dallas Turner dirtied him.
Yeah, I get
blasted him.
But it seems okay.
Well, he might have had a good game up to it, but he got knocked out of that game. So, I mean, he had it was like flag football against those guys last year. It was terrible.
Yeah.
He had unbelievable stats. And Alabama beat them 42-28, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Yeah, Daniel, I don't know when he got knocked out. Threw for 219 and 2 scores, ran for 163 in his score. So that's when he really just kind of was busting out as a rusher. You know, Jalen Milroe had 20 for 155 that day on the ground.
I'm just telling you, and Saban's right about this, man. And this is why, especially in college, the pros, I still think they beat it out of you. But when you're good, you're good. But you cannot defend a running quarterback.
You can't. It's the one thing that's never been figured out.
It's sandlot football.
They still can't figure it out, Dan.
If I take the ball and I roll to my right, and all of a sudden I stop and cut and roll back to my left.
Give me one pump
and
fake.
I'm running as fast as I can to my right to go get you, and you're gone back the other way.
And by the way,
get you.
Half of who's in charge of getting me is turned around following other guys that are out on pass patterns.
And I don't care what level it's at. It can be high school. It can be college. It can be the NFL. You can't defend.
They always figure it out, Dan, and they haven't this. We had Tom Coughlin in for the J Fund last year, and I asked him that.
Yeah.
I said, Tom, it seems to me, and this is the first thing that I can remember in my life covering football, that there is no answer for the running quarterback. And he agreed. He agreed that it might be the longest standing indefensible play or indefensible strategy in football. I don't know any other strategy that it took this long for them to squash it. It's not squashed. It's still not. And in this case, to your point, it might never be.
They're getting faster and they're getting more accurate.
Well, you got to be careful. You need the passer who can run, not the runner who can pass, right? That's the difference between Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, both MVP caliber talents. One can dude you out of a situation and the other can't.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson can't dude you out of 24-14 with 6 minutes to go.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes can.
Yeah, you said it. You need the passer
but you can still Kansas City's won the last 2 Super Bowls, and the first Super Bowl they won was because of Patrick Mahomes' legs, not his arm. As great of a thrower as he is, because, and I remember Herb saying this way back when he was explaining his offense, and what he said was, that's an extra that can't be accounted for. And the running quarterback is an extra piece of the puzzle that cannot be accounted for.
I hear what you're saying, and I remember Urban saying that. I do think we're talking about 2 different scenarios, though, because with Urban, they could overpower you with let me tell you what doesn't work. They tried that Tebow nonsense in the NFL. It didn't work. Like the running quarterback having one extra blocker. If you're trying to do it short yardage, they'll shut you down. Mm-hmm. I think now the way it's become, it's when you're in the middle of a big play and they've got that escapability and that and a lot of people would say that it's time for, by strategies, Trevor to run more.
Oh, God, no. No.
When he has to. Yeah,
No.
when he has to.
In fact, run less.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Run less. 100% run less. Trevor has to run less this year. Trevor gets hurt. Trevor is a thin. I'm not. He's skinny for football, and he got beat up last year. And a couple of the runs were. It wasn't always the offensive line's fault. A couple were his fault. He ran into trouble against. Who was it down here? The Colts, and then the Bucs game.
I'm thinking more like the run against the Chiefs in the playoffs. The run against the. I'm talking about finding an alley, sprinting for 15 yards and getting the first down. I'm not talking about running it 12 times again.
Parts and you got to go. But I'm not ever. I remember him playing Arizona that one year, probably his rookie year. Man, he did that. We did that, in the belly, pull it and run, and that linebacker knocked his ass down.
What are you talking about? We upgraded our backup quarterback position. What are you talking about?
No.
It's very important.
No.
Can you?
I'm glad we did, but I don't want. I hope he's. I hope he gets back on the tracks on the sideline this year. Is what I hope. But yeah, it's. I mean, look, it happens. It's the NFL. It's quarterbacks more than ever get banged up. But yeah, we got to keep them healthy.
Can you grade this comment on the text line?
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson nowhere near Mahomes. There's a couple aspects here. I don't remember anyone on our show saying that Lamar Jackson was anywhere near Mahomes. I think we said one's a passer who can run, one's a runner who can pass.
Well,
and then we followed that up with a two-time MVP. So I would say if you're a two-time MVP, you're not real far off from anyone, despite what you've won or lost.
No. Lamar Jackson's pretty good, man.
Beyond pretty good.
Real good.
Beyond pretty good.
There's probably.
Yeah, beyond pretty good. He's a two-time MVP, and you cannot rationalize that. You don't get to, because you think a guy's not good, say that a two-time MVP is no good.
There's probably 29 other teams who'd be, sure. They may not admit it publicly, but yeah, we'll take him. And you know me, I'm probably one of the more critical guys of Lamar Jackson, but I know he's great. He's not pretty good. He's great.
What about this great for me?
But he is. He's
a postseason nightmare.
No. It is Mahomes and everyone else.
Of course.
That we get.
No one in here thinks Lamar is anywhere near Mahomes.
It's Mahomes and everyone else.
No one here or anywhere would take Lamar over Mahomes. Is Lamar good enough? I guess we'll find out.
By the way, and just for the record, if you're scoring at home last year, Lamar Jackson 102.7, Patrick Mahomes 92.6. That's 10 points
Dan,
better.
can you grade this tweet for me? This text for me? Gators were garbage in the 80s. Can you grade that one? Is that somebody who wasn't alive in the 80s, or is that a fair statement?
No, it's not a fair statement. In 1980,
yeah,
maybe he meant 1980 when they were 0-10-1.
I'm not trying to be argumentative. I'm just trying to.
You're being a little argumentative.
No, what I like is when people go to their water cooler later today, they won't be so willfully and moronically ill-informed, and they won't make fools out of themselves by saying stupid things. That's all.
I would suggest today, maybe for the next 90 minutes, I handle the text line and take Jeff off that for a few minutes. Let him get his joy back.
I don't have any joy. You're right. You're right about that. I don't have any joy. It's a joyless Friday for me. They're just coming at me from all these ridiculous angles. Everything in my life is coming at me right now this morning from the most ridiculous angles that I've ever had to deal with.
Oh, dear. Lamar Jackson last year had 24 touchdowns and 7 picks. Patty had 27 and 14. Now, Patrick went to Baltimore and beat him, so that's the thing. That's what that's the only thing missing from Lamar Jackson is the Super Bowl. He's got to go get it. That's the one thing. And the window is open, and they'll try again this year. It's tough. It's tough. It's kind of like when everybody wants to, jump on the C.J. Stroud thing. And C.J. Stroud's great, but you know what? Trevor won a dang natty in college. C.J. did.
Well, and again, I mean, people don't want to take this for what it's worth. I don't know what it's worth, but Trevor's second year was almost the exact same as C.J. Stroud's year last year. This notion that one of them is so much better than the other is kind of ignorant. I'm not saying that who is right now. I'm not going to argue who had the better year last year.
Yeah.
I'm saying Trevor's second year in the league, his numbers were just about exactly the same as C.J. Stroud's were last year. So funnily, when it was doing it for us, it wasn't good enough. But when Stroud does it, oh, my God, who's ever going to stop the Texans?
All right, we're rocking and rolling here on a Friday. There is no date with Destiny today, in case you missed it. That has been pushed back till probably Tuesday.
Friday came in and accosted Destiny yesterday.
It was awful.
Is she in the ER or no?
No, but she's fine. But she got, there's a lot of mental stuff going on here, and it's not cool. Friday was out of line, but E encourages it, and that's what bothers me most. So, but Date with Destiny is coming up, and that will be taken care of, and it'll probably be next Tuesday. Truth of the matter is, we need Yoda, and Yoda's not available today.
Is that, yeah?
So that's the real story. But it's better for the drill if you think Friday and Destiny got into it. This is the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Sports for 1,000.
The only sports radio station in Jacksonville worth listening to.
Who is 1010XL?
We have a winner.
Denny Thompson here. Tackle burglars and protect your turf. Give yourself peace of mind catching everything around your home with Tyson Sound & Security's cutting-edge surveillance cameras. For safety and convenience, Tyson has you covered for all home cameras and security systems. I'm talking HD recording, night vision, and remote alerts all from your phone or computer. Call Tyson Sound & Security right now at 904-762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security. Security and automation experts.
Hey, gang, Hicken here for my friends at George Moore Chevrolet. Yeah, April is Car Care Month, and George Moore Chevrolet wants to help you get your car ready for the summer, although George Moore Chevrolet understands that if you need some help with your vehicle, every month is Car Care Month. That's how they treat you and your car. Revitalize your ride, though, right now with an oil change and a fresh set of wipers, man. For a limited time only, take advantage of this exclusive offer, 10% off if you bundle your oil change and new wipers. You just tell them Danny sent you. Listen, they got certified technicians, and these dudes and ladies are committed to delivering top-notch service using only the highest quality products to keep your vehicle running smoothly and safely. Yeah, get your service advisor, and they will take care of you. Visit George Moore Chevrolet's award-winning service department today. George Moore Chevrolet, gang. Together, let's ride.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting.
Lauren Brooks here from Mayport CNC Fisheries. Growing up at the beach, I know good shrimp and oysters when I see them. They're local and they're fresh. That's why Mayport CNC Fisheries is my go-to for both. They have local shrimp in stock 7 days a week. Eat like a local at Mayport CNC Fisheries.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. From GFL, Green for Life.
I love the smell of fresh draft picks in the morning.
What are Jacksonville's draft day options?
Tell us what you're thinking for our first pick.
1010XL's draft coverage is brought to you by Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
If you're an experienced, skilled plumber or welder that's MedGas certified and you're tired of working for a company that just doesn't treat you right, Local 234 is the place for you. Their pay is the best in the business. You'll walk away with $35.09 an hour in your pocket. With benefits, that's just over $50 an hour. Local 234 has been around since 1901, and that means something. Visit UA234.com to send your resume. Local 234. Make the right connection.
This is Hayes Carline for QC Kinetics. The future of medicine is here at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine If you're tired of achy joints, if your joint pain is keeping you from doing what you love, you need to call QC Kinetics now. They've got 2 great locations. Call for a free consultation at 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. And go see them. Mandarin and Ponte Vedra. You can get in. They've got availability. You need to give them a call. Stop dealing with pain in your hips and your shoulders and your knees. Steroids, surgery, drugs, these are no longer your best options. Regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics is transforming lives with innovative treatments that deliver lasting results. Give QC Kinetics a call today. Again, 904-274-5522. Go see them in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra. That's QC Kinetics.
Bring your guns and bring your hoses, and we're ready to put up some punches. It's Guns and Hoses Charity Boxing. It's back. It's that time. Bell time. In fact, 6:30, Saturday, April 20th. Join us at UNF Arena. Dan and I there for the 1,000th year in a row. It is so much fun, this charity boxing, and it's serious, and it's fun, and it's impactful, and you're going to have a great time. By the way, street party before and after the event. Make it a day. Saturday, April 20th. Bell time, 6:30, UNF Arena. Guns and Hoses.
Discover luxury on your terms at Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville and drive away today in style.
Boasting North Florida's largest selection of Cadillacs, we have your dream car waiting.
Immerse yourself in the unparalleled power and the elegance of the all-new Cadillac Escalade V.
Or experience the future with the Cadillac Lyriq, redefining luxury electric vehicles.
Thanks to our exclusive offers, the luxury of the Cadillac is more attainable than ever.
And rest assured, every Cadillac is backed by our dedication to outstanding customer service.
Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville. Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
It's back, the biggest jewelry sale of the year. Buy one, get one at Beard's Diamonds.
No other jewelry store in North Florida can match it. Buy any band and get the other one free.
The whole month of April.
Beard's Diamonds will beat any competitor's price.
At the St. John's Town Center.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Can I ask a question, both y'all? Is there any trend that went from so hot, so cool, to so overplayed than the black uniform? Like when it first came out, like if that's not your color, right?
Man, black uniforms was the thing,
right when the first one. Who was the first one to come? Because I mean, like FSU, Florida, Miami, every team has no black in their uniform. They go to these black uniforms. And it was so cool back in the day.
Man.
And now it is just so tired to me. Like I say this because the Lions have announced they're unveiling a new uniform.
The Lions should never mess with their
uniforms.
uniforms.
That's what I mean.
They're pure gold. Obviously, they want revenue stream.
But they keep that blue in there, so that's why their uniforms are so good. Is that Honolulu blue?
Yeah, I'm just tired. I'm over the black. It's not cool anymore. It's like cliche almost to throw your
the Lions, the Raiders. I just leave them be.
Well, the Raiders are already black, so there you go. You won't have to worry.
The Steelers, when they wore those
oh my goodness,
those honeybee ones. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
man.
I never understood the throwbacks to like the 30s. Nobody wants to go back to the 30s in any way, including the fashion.
I'm a little disappointed in you today.
What happened?
I don't think you've had your A game today.
And what you
I haven't
mean?
heard any TPD today, play-ins or play-outs. I mean, I was up late waiting for it to drop. I want some TPD. The anthology.
You want some TPD?
You darn right I do. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Hold on, man. Hold on.
What's that TPD, man? I mean, it's just the hottest thing in the country right now. And
that and the move of the Coyotes to Salt Lake.
That I didn't know
The two
about.
talkers.
I know the TPD. I was up listening, jamming last night.
That's why. We talked about Rashada on the move again.
So is your daughter.
Is that something Taylor Swift something?
She dropped a double album, Tortured Poets Department.
Oh, good for her. I don't think there are albums anymore.
Oh. I don't know
Tortured Poets
Department. The anthology. Man, can I give you...
They're saying George is going to get Rashada now. This kid Rashada, he's something.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, good luck. I got to clear something up. Maybe I shouldn't go here, but I'm going to anyway. This will only feed.
Doesn't involve sound effects, does it?
No, but it might feed your furor.
Nah, I'm okay. I'm feigning agitation today. I'm cool. It's Friday.
We got this guy. you follow your Braves guys, your Braves guys,
Okay.
guys who cover the Braves on a daily basis. You get inside information. Not it, but they do a good job. You follow a bunch, and on social media, I follow a ton of Mets guys, and I like to follow some of the bloggers and all the guys who are up there watching, and I follow my Mike Puma and all my New York writers, man. Anyway, so one guy works for SNY. This guy. All right, let me give you the backstory. His name is Andy Martino, and he is a dweeb.
Okay.
I mean, and he's gone overboard here. I'm sorry, man. I'm open to any. I got an open mind. I do, and I try to respect. But this is okay. So the Mets are 0-5, as you know, to start the season.
Okay.
And so nothing's going right. So they have this dude at 0-5, and they in the 7th or 8th inning of the game where they're about to go 0-6, and they come back and win. SNY, which is the Mets broadcast partner, shows this dude in the stands, and he looks like a young, who Slash is? Do you remember Slash, the guitarist?
Yeah.
With the hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pouty lips.
He's got sunglasses.
I think I saw that. Yeah, I did see a picture of that. Is it rainy that day maybe too?
Probably.
Or no? I saw that guy on SportsCenter.
And so he immediately gets coined, and he's got a big, fake fur coat.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Anyway,
I saw that.
Yeah.
He's kind of a Russell Brand look also.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so he gets nicknamed, innocently, the Rally Pimp.
Okay.
All right. And now he's at all the games, man. And ever since they showed,
is he a season ticket holder?
he's a
or
young kid. I don't know.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Ever since they showed the Rally Pimp, we're 10-3. Okay. And my man, and God bless you, Twitter, because you came through on this one.
Okay.
My man tweeted this out.
Andy Martino.
Andy Martino, who is a journalist for SNY. Okay. Whose job is to cover the Mets and the Yankees. Mets fans hate him anyway because he's a Yankee fan. He's a Yankee guy. And we don't want him covering our team.
No, that makes sense. I wouldn't like that. That'd be like if a guy was a Texans-Jags reporter and he would like the Texans.
Yeah. So Andy Martino actually puts this out. And this is the
Back in the day or right now?
No, yesterday.
Okay.
And he got annihilated for this tweet, which, thank God.
Whatever happened to the guy who declared the division over and Mets fan wanted just to run him out of town? 2 years ago.
He's still there.
He's still there.
He's a jerk. This is what Andy Martino said. Pimp imagery is problematic on so many levels. Let's think about it for 2 seconds. Can we please not make this a big part of the 2024 Mets imagery?
Pimping ain't easy.
Q replies about woke culture, blah, blah. I don't care. I'm right about this.
All right, today's Pest of the Day brought to you by Mission Pest Solutions. Mission Pest is there for you with a solution to any and all pet problems and pest problems. And we surely know that in Florida, especially get to this time of year, where do those pests want to go? They want to go inside where it's nice and comfy. Don't let them. Use Mission Pest Solutions. Call 944-PEST. You'll speak with directly with the owners, local and veteran-owned and operated. Read the Google reviews. They're slaying it, protecting my house. Let them protect yours. It's Mission Pest Solutions.
So,
and today's Pest of the Day.
Andy Martino. So just a couple responses to this idiotic statement. And here's
how old is this cat, by the way?
He's older. Not our age, younger than us, but he's probably in his 40s. He's a dweeb. Yeah. And I guess if that's
whatever
a sad term, I'm sorry. You're a dweeb.
He's a pimp dweeb. He's got to be something with a pimp. He's the pimp of dweebs.
So here's the nice statement to him. See, here's my thing. If you're trying to get people to consider your perspective ending with blah, blah, I don't care, I'm right about this, makes people not even want to listen to you. That's fair.
Then they're done that.
And then the boys, like Jerry Blevins, who covers the Mets. And Jerry Blevins said, couldn't disagree more, Andy. I don't think it's pimp imagery. I think the dude just has Riz. Another guy.
And he says, what's Riz?
Do you know many pimps, Andy? Do they dress like this? My 2-year-old son came up to me after the Mets won and said, Dad, if being a pimp is what makes the Mets win, then that's what I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what he said, but I agreed. I signed him up for pimp camp
There
this
you
summer.
go. Good for you. Hey, suck on that, Andy.
See, he's a man dressing in a way he enjoys and having fun at a baseball game. The nickname was based on a Twitter reply in jest. To suggest the imagery is problematic is not woke. It's
By
just
the way,
incorrect.
that pimp imagery, quote unquote, that's like 70s imagery.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The big fur coat,
Yeah.
the hat with the feather coming out of it. I mean, this is like Starsky and Hutch era stuff. So, I mean, come on, bro. Lighten up.
And they just get worse and worse. And it's the most idiotic statement anyone. And to think that he would think that is just
why anyone thinks. Here's what I don't understand about social media.
Yeah.
And you guys can make fun of me of getting, going back and forth with some people on the text line. Let me tell you what I don't do. I don't go on the text line and then blanket make a statement that just screams to the world that I'm right and you're wrong. And that's when you do that. I don't understand the strategy of, I don't know if it's virtue signaling. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I don't know why you would, I don't know. Here's what has happened to me with social media. Gang, this just in. Your opinion is not that important to people.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you shouldn't share it. Like if you're this dude and you work for a broadcast outlet, why tick off half of your audience?
Yeah.
Your opinion's just your opinion. Like your belly button, no one else wants it.
Yeah, I don't want your belly button. The Gators got a big man from Washington State University yesterday, and I'm talking basketball here. Ruben Chinyelu.
Easy for you to say.
Ruben, 6'11", considered Florida's recruit before heading to Washington State. He's hand-locked. He's another guy who's going to give you 20 minutes out there. So they've added him and the other 6. They basically.
How do you spell the last name?
Chinyelu, Yelu, Ruben Chinyelu.
Well, they got that power forward to take kind of Samuel's place.
Mm-hmm. This kid has a lot of eligibility left, which is a good thing. I think he had like 6 points a game, but he's a big man who can eat up minutes and block shots. They got a lot of shot blockers there, and it seems like that worked pretty well for them. Again,
they need to find the replacement.
Will Richard also entered the NBA draft contingent on.
He's not getting drafted, so.
Yeah, I would suspect he would be back.
I'm a little surprised Zion Pullen is not in the mock drafts.
Yeah.
Right? I think Zion Pullen has a little Chris Paul in his game.
Is he not?
Uses his body to get done. He's big enough. He's like 6'2",
not athletic enough. Maybe.
I think he is. Mm-hmm. I think he's very athletic. That's a mistake. I mean, that's a guy who could go either round 2 or undrafted that plays in the league for a while. I think. Not exactly a basketball scout, but
he's bigger than that. He's like 6'4".
Yeah. Chinyelu, by the way, that's a bounce back because they didn't get the guy they wanted. Indiana paid a prince's ransom for that kid from Arizona.
Again, back to the NIL.
$1.2 million, I think, for a year. The one thing that I will say about that, if you want to NIL a college kid who has proven what he can do, that's a different story. I'm talking about high school kids that get handed, 6 figures just cause.
Yeah. That's fair.
I don't think that applies to movie stars or actors or children's performers. None of those have anything to do with each other.
2 teams in baseball have stolen 34 and 33 bases, respectively, already this year. Have you noticed any 2 teams who are like running all the time?
Not who the Braves have played.
The Mets have swiped 12 bags. The Braves have swiped 11.
Yeah, and Acuna has like 9 of them.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. I would say that it's. I feel confident in saying it's none of the teams the Braves have played.
Yeah, we played one of them.
Who is it?
It's Cincinnati and Washington.
Yeah, we haven't played either one of them.
Yeah, 34 and
Washington
30.
I knew. I remember seeing that.
The Cubs have stolen 3 bags so far.
Stolen bases in today's strategy of Major League Baseball, I'm not sure they're such a great weapon anymore.
Cincinnati's 9-9, Washington's 8-10. Is stealing helping them or hurting them? I would assume it's helping them. I don't think Washington's a very good team if they're 8-10. They just went out to L.A. and took 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers. We go into L.A. to butcher Lee Lockett's club starting tonight.
Good. That's a no lose for me.
Yeah.
That really puts it to it. What I almost am I totally confident that the Braves win the division? If I am, I like the Dodgers to lose every time they play. I would if the Mets were Dodger good and we were going at it, then I would hate the Mets more than any other team. But right now, I hate the Dodgers more than the Mets.
That's insulting.
That hurts, doesn't it? Yeah, you don't like hearing that. I mean, I've double dosed you today. I already said, too, if it weren't for him, I'd probably be pulling for the Knicks. And if the Knicks do get to the finals and he's coming in every day playing the New York Knicks, we are the crew, I'll be sick of them by then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll be playing that a lot, hopefully. But it's going to be a tough series. There's no gimmies against Philly, man. That's a 6-7 game series, I think. JT Poston shot a 63 yesterday to lead the Heritage. If you faded Scotty Scheffler, maybe not a bad move yet, but he can't count him out. I think he was 2 under yesterday, Scotty Scheffler. So he goes off at 10:30 today as they turn around and play.
Scott
right away.
Scheffler right now is plus 900 to win the golf tournament. He's in 22nd place. Would you bet that? He was 21st at, I think, Bay Hill that ended up winning.
I would say this. I might throw some fun money down, but I wouldn't make it a major bet only because in picking my fantasy team this week, I did not pick him.
I didn't either. A lot of people faded him, and in our 20-person fantasy league, only 2 or 3 took him. You know who I took, and not many people did, and I don't know how he did yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I took Rory for a bounce back.
Rory had a decent round.
Rory's got all this flack on him, and he's just in all these rumors around him, and I just thought maybe he might just every now and then just say, I am still Rory McIlroy.
Well, he had a nice round.
The story of the day in golf, though, I was not on the PGA Tour, at least not for me, not the story that caught my interest. And that's Miles Russell, who playing on a Korn Ferry Tour. By the way, when the PGA Tour is in an elevated event, I would think the Korn Ferry Tour would be a little better than normal.
Hey, you remember that young kid we had on during the Players?
Yeah, the young
15-year-old.
Yeah,
he's playing Korn Ferry this week. He's playing in the
AAA. So he's not playing with the big boys?
No, but that's the next
You can't
step.
play with the big boys.
Okay.
He's 15 years old, and he shot a 68.
Shot 3 under. Whatever that is. It might be 68, maybe
68.
He's definitely 3 under. I don't know if it's 68 or 69. I don't know what the par is on the course. He was, though, 5 under par at one point early.
He shot 31 on the front, if I'm not mistaken.
Then it must be par 35 because he was 4 under at the turn. He had it at 5 under through 6.
Did he?
He was at 4 under. He gave 1 back. But there's a list of a bunch of dudes. Where do old pros' names you used to know go to die? The Korn Ferry Tour. And I'm seeing Schneider Jans and all these guys that, were more than a cup of coffee on tour. But, yeah, I was hoping I could catch some Korn Ferry Tour on the tube yesterday. I didn't see any.
No, I saw some highlights on social media. He's got such a beautiful swing.
Listen to me. We so much
he
stuff.
goes off at 2:37 today, by the way.
So much stuff that that's in Florida, isn't it? Where is that exactly? Central Florida? It's Lakewood Ranch, Florida, which sounds like it's a golf community itself, incorporated. But I'm assuming it's the Orlando area.
Yeah, he did not go. What did he? Oh, that's round 2. I want to look at what he did in round 1. But he's impressive, man. Round 1, he went out. Yeah, he went out in 31. You're right. He went, because he started on 10, and he went birdie, par, birdie, 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 parred in for 31. Then he bogeyed 10, he bogeyed number 2, which was his 11th hole, birdied 4, bogeyed 5, parred it in 31, 37, 68. That's good for right now. He's down 7 spots. He doesn't play till the afternoon. But, yeah, he was terrific. Kevin Stadler's playing in that, by the way, speaking of.
He beat him.
Yeah.
Again, that's what I said. The Stadlers, the Schneider, these guys that are just here today.
Lebiota.
Yeah.
This isn't.
It's Korn Ferry.
Is Chad Campbell?
I don't. You better hit because I saw D. McCarthy. I said, Denny McCarthy? And I looked and it was Don McCarthy. So
Chad Campbell.
It could be Chad Campbell. Chad Campbell won a major
winner?
No, he didn't win a major. No, he didn't. He lost to McKeel. And he came close another time. Or did he end up? I don't think Chad Campbell's another one of those that make you a bit wary.
Yeah, 49-year-old Chad Campbell grinding on the Korn Ferry.
Taylor Dahl coming through with It's Near the Villages, Lakewood Ranch.
Of course she does.
So to take the Korn Ferry Tour. You can't take the Champions Tour to Near the Villages.
No.
Yeah.
That would be a disaster.
Things get thrown off.
A lot of guys out this week. What happened? We were at the Villages 2 weeks ago. Don't ask questions.
Right. Yeah, par 71. Yeah,
we got to take a break.
Yeah, we do. We'll come back, talk to Nick Luco, get squared away on the Iceman. Got a home playoff game on Sunday, so we'll do that and more on a GFL Friday when we return.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Here's 1010XL's new life.
We're sending you back to the future. Buckle up.
Dan and Jeff in the morning. Mike and Tony 10 to noon. Mia, Lauren and Taylor noon to 2. Joe, Matt and Leon 2 to 4. Frank and Hayes 4 to 6. And Rick and Hacker in the evening.
We invite you now to listen.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you want to take care of your family, of course you do. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matty Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Look, Matt's the attorney, I'm not. Here's the question. Have you done your last will? Most of you are going to say, heck, no, I haven't done it. I don't even want to think about it, but you need to. Why? Because then you decide all your hard-earned money, all the work that you've done, you decide where your assets go to the people that you love, the people that you choose. Also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He's going to listen. He's going to help you with some tough decisions. He's going to provide you information so you're at ease with your choice. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Matty. He's got the answers. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Offices, Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
There are only a few things the government does well, and processing passports is not one of them. Hello, it's Congressman Aaron Bean, and taking care of constituents in Northeast Florida is a top priority. If you need help with that passport, the VA, Social Security, or any federal agency, call my office, 904-557-9550, or visit bean.house.gov. I'm Congressman Aaron Bean, and serving you is what we do. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
We're in Florida, and pest problems are persistent. Want them gone? Mission accomplished with Mission Pest Solutions. Veteran and locally owned and operated, Mission Pest will blow your mind with their communication and response time for all your pest, termite, and mosquito needs. Text or call 904-944-PEST. You'll speak directly with the owners. Mention 1010XL when you call 944-PEST. You'll get 25% off your initial pest or termite protection service. Mission accomplished with Mission Pest Solutions.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino, canceled because real life came calling. My bookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to my bookie and click live casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides the Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser share the huddle with Freddie T.
Bring it in!
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins.
Fred Taylor, he's a candidate to go the distance.
And B&B Fuel and Lubricants on 1010XL.
Well, I'd like to think that you know this already, and I sure hope you have experienced it if you're a pet owner. Because if you're a pet owner, there is only one place that gets you the peace of mind that you want, and it's a perfect name. It's Pet Paradise. It's the ultimate home away from home for your four-leg family member. Whether your pet prefers a splash in the pool or just making new friends, Pet Paradise's team of pet lovers now, pet-loving pros, going to ensure the most important pet in your world has a great visit, whether it's day camp or an overnight stay. Oh, by the way, inside these ultra-modern facilities, dotting the First Coast, I believe 8 or 9 locations now, it's always any and everything you need under one roof. They have professional grooming services, veterinary services with New Day Veterinary Care. At Pet Paradise, it's top shelf customer service and treatment for that member of your family, that 4-legged member of your family. So go to Pet Paradise right now. Book an appointment. Find out what they're all about at petparadise.com.
When my wrist pain was acting up and I needed help, I took Dan Hicken's advice and headed over to see the experts at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. This is Stuart Moore with the PGA Tour. I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whenever you have a need, they took great care of me. They'll take great care of you.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy. The next time you need orthopedic care, you can rely on our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Oh, yeah. Ice, ice, baby. Nick Luco's the head coach of the Jacksonville Icemen. He's guided us to win number 1 in the postseason. A 4-0 shellacking of the Everblades last night. Coach, who was in goal? Was Vernon in goal last night?
Yeah, Vernon was in goal last night, so he played extremely well for us.
Coach, you should say he was standing on his head. Is that...
Yeah, he did, especially in the second period. Made some big saves, a couple breakaways. So.
Oh!
Yeah.
Congratulations. Nice way to start the postseason. Better to be 1-0 than 0-1. It's
100%.
a long grind. Let's just take care of the Everblades first things first. But first thing, tell us a little bit about the game last night. 3 goals in the third period to break it open. It was tight there for a couple periods, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard to score goals in this series. Both teams are top teams defensively in the league. So at this time of year, special teams makes a difference. So we scored 3 power play goals and had a shorthanded empty netter. So that ended up being the difference maker last night.
Do you guys study, in following the hockey Rangers as they get ready to chase a different cup? I look at they say, well, they're not that good in 5v5, but they're really good in power play and penalty kill. How do you study those stats? And if you do, how has your power play been this year?
Yeah, I mean, we look at everything. Our power play, it's had its ups and downs. A lot of that has to do with just the league and call-ups and guys being injured and whatnot. So, to score 3 in game 1 of the playoffs, that's huge. Gets the confidence going. And, it's hard to get power plays this time of year. The rest kind of let things go a little bit.
Do they? Okay.
We were extremely disciplined last night. They started to take stupid penalties, and we made them pay in the power play.
That chemistry that you have on the power play is kind of what you're referring to, because you can watch, and if these guys play together, they know where the guy's going to be. And sometimes, and obviously it's a different level, but the passing of the puck can be just a beautiful thing to watch.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And yourself being a Rangers fan, Zibanejad and Kreider, those guys have been playing together for 5 to 10 years, so they know where they're going to be. With us, sometimes you're pulling a guy in off the street.
Right.
And, you're kind of just plug and play. So, for us, we've had guys that have been here the last couple years, so there's some familiarity there. But it's good to get that confidence going in the power play early in the playoffs.
How do you the playoffs truly is one game at a time. There's ups, there's downs. You prepare. They're long series. You don't know what's going to happen. So you really have to, I'm assuming, as a coach, you try to get them to really focus on next game, one shift, one mentality, right?
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think it's there's a lot of momentum swings this time of year, and it gets very emotional. So what I really liked about our group last night was we were pretty even-keeled the whole game. Never too high, never too low. We just stuck to the process, and we got rewarded for it.
Yeah. All right, so Sunday, 3 o'clock, we rock and roll, game 2. So what do we do the next, like, what's the schedule like? It's it's late in the year. We don't do too much practice, do we?
No, not today. We just have the guys coming in for treatment, and if they want to jump on the ice, they can. But like you said, this time of year, it's a lot of rest, and rest is a weapon. So we'll jump back on the ice tomorrow for practice, and get back at it. We got to jump on these guys again on Sunday.
Yeah, man, great start. Congratulations. Let's keep it rolling, and we look forward to getting you again next Friday.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, congrats. All right, Nick Luco, he's the head coach of the Icemen. We're chasing the Kelly Cup. He doesn't want to look ahead, but I will. We need 15 more wins. 15 more wins. We're Kelly Cup champions. We
should put up a
Oyster Cup.
Let's put up a chart, where you mark them off or you pull them down. That'd be kind of cool.
Or
this could be the year.
Do like Major League.
Like
put the owner, put Andy Kaufman, the owner, up there.
I don't want to do that.
No,
yeah, Andy, we're not going to disrobe you. Keep your pants on, friend. The NHL playoffs start this weekend.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah, we go. The Garden is electric. Sunday or Saturday, the Sixers at 6. The Hockey Rangers go Sunday. Oof, we're rocking and rolling here right off the rip.
Your first game is on Sunday, and it's obviously a home game as the top seed.
Yes, the Caps come a calling,
and the Caps have still got Ovechkin. He's still playing, isn't he?
He is.
He's old.
He is. They also got a goon, one of the great goons in hockey.
Oh, we could have a goon off with your big guy.
We have a goon off.
Now, typically in the playoffs, they kind of cut the hijinks on the fighting a little bit, don't they?
They do. You heard Nick Luco. They let a lot of stuff go, and but it will be. Man, you just got to kind of grind through these things, man, and you got to hope that talent wins out. Especially, I think the Rangers. If you can we got to get through the first series. You got to get past the President's Trophy jinx and all that nonsense. You don't like Florida went and beat Boston last year. Florida plays Tampa. Charlton K. Gainey's Lightning squad and the Panthers hook up, and the Lightning have usually dominated the Panthers, so that will be a good series as well. There's some good ones, man. I mean, Boston gets the Maple Leafs, and Carolina gets the Islanders, who the Islanders made a midseason coaching change and got Patty Waugh in there, and they rallied back and got the third seed, so they've done very well. So, and then out west, away we go. So I don't have the matchups in front of me. I don't know them. I don't care. I just want to see who emerges to play the Rangers in the Stanley Cup Finals.
If I'm reading this right, this surprises me.
Okay.
But an 8 seed has beat a 1 seed in hockey the same number of times that an 8 seed has beat a 1 seed in the NBA?
That would surprise you.
Again, I'm just reading the headline. 8 seeds have beaten number 1 seeds 4 times. Compare that to the NBA, where it's happened 4 times ever. Maybe it's 4 times this decade or something. Maybe that's what it is. Let me look again here, because it seems like there's been more than 4. I'm trying to read this. It's a fascinating dynamic.
Yeah.
Because it feels like it's happened a bunch.
It's 9:04.
It is 9:04. The topic of need versus value is always, it's a bell this time of year, right? It's a dog whistle. Need versus value. Every pre-draft presser in the league, the parties for the teams talked about those, and the questions from the media came about those, need versus value. ESPN's done an interesting mock draft where at each slot they do 2 players, the need pick, the value pick. Let's see where the Jags fall in that and much more as we turn our attention to the 9 o'clock hour on
nasty
GFL Friday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. He's our high school sports muscle.
Stop calling your arms guns.
Ryan the Hacker Green.
We're going to do something different.
Hacker After Dark.
A little more down to earth.
Right after Rick Ballou. Evenings on 1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet have just received a special allocation of new vehicles directly from the factory. Not 10, not 20, but hundreds of new vehicles with special savings that haven't been seen in years. Every new vehicle available in your favorite color and option as far as the eye can see. Plus, get our exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty with every new car purchase. Hurry to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville before the best deals are gone.
Big Brothers Big Sisters is teaming up with the NFL to inspire change. From now to draft day, Big Brothers Big Sisters is following the NFL draft, aiming to recruit potential bigs. Hi, I'm Brent from the 1010 sales team. I'm committed as a mentor, and we need you to step up and become a mentor too. There's a waiting list of more than 50 children hoping for a mentor. It's just a few hours a month. Be a mentor. Become a big. Visit bbsnefl.org. Be a mentor or visit Big Brothers Big Sisters and click on Big Draft.
Life isn't the same without live music. Players Grill Mandarin has Samuel Sanders performing covers and original music this Saturday at 8 p.m. Jam out with this local singer-songwriter while enjoying tasty food everyone can enjoy. Players Grill Mandarin, where the neighborhood meets.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Bueller Air Conditioning presents Are You Cool?
Today's challenger, a corporate management manager from Jacksonville, Florida. Meet Les Blankston.
Hi, Bob.
That is a remarkably beige suit there, Les. Tell us, why are you on the show?
Well, I just replaced my old air conditioner with a new one from Bueller, and I'm just so comfortable these days. I wondered, am I cool now?
Let's find out, Les. Go ahead and spin the wheel.
That's right, Les. By upgrading your old AC to a more energy-efficient model from Bueller Air Conditioning, you'll save money, save energy, and proudly show your family that you are cool.
Ooh, do you think I should get a mohawk?
Pace yourself, Les.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
If you're a business owner and want to learn about federal, state, or local government contracts, plan to attend a free online webinar April 23rd. The Florida Apex Accelerator, in partnership with UNF, provides expert guidance and consultations at no cost. The Apex Accelerator program can make selling to the government less complicated. To attend the free coffee and contracting webinar April 23rd, register at unf.edu/SBDC. Then select Training and Event tab.
Men, are you suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? The medical providers at Prime Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. 98% of men see instant results on their first office visit. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Prime Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Men are even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
But that's not all. For a limited time only, call Prime Men's Medical Center now, and your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 904-664-8217. 904-664-8217. That's 904-664-8217.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Window Gang Jacksonville. As the NFL draft approaches, head coach Doug Peterson has a great deal of confidence in the Jaguar front office.
It's the best I've been around. It's one of the things that Trent really has been open to the evaluation process from the coaches.
Now, although there have been a number of coaching changes to the Gator staff on offense and defense, don't look for head coach Billy Napier to relinquish play-calling duties.
But ultimately, I feel like it's in the best interest of our team for me to continue to call the plays.
On Major League teams around the state, the Miami Heat will have a chance for the 8th seed this evening when they face off against the Chicago Bulls. However, All-Star Jimmy Butler won't be available due to an MCL injury. In Major League Baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays was defeated by the Los Angeles Angels. With your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 9:10 and it's 71 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right!
What in the world?
Come on! Leo's back!
This is awful.
Oh, thank you, E.
The song isn't bad, but you're going to get to a point, E.T., and you'll never play this again after what he's about to do to your sense and sensibilities.
Oh, a little twist. Hey, hey.
Yeah, I like this better.
Hey,
This is where it's suicide pact. Suicide pact. Oh no!
Big finish coming up right here. Come on,
no, this is the one. You should. FCC should call you and take about half your paycheck. ET.
Not half of it?
Yeah, half of it. Okay, you're right. 3/4.
Oh, Lord.
It's we're good until the until that part.
We got a new Leo Sayer spin.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's not all Leo.
Who's that guy with Leo?
Some dude I found on YouTube.
That's well done.
All right, I went to Trent Baalke said as much yesterday. So did Doug Peterson. You know, there's a need versus value component to every draft. Certainly, need, and this makes sense, always trumps value. Mm-hmm. Every time. Mm-hmm. If you got something, if you're in a wash situation where it's like neither, you'd have a hard time convincing me need versus value when it comes to the cornerback receiver debate we have here. Mm-hmm. I think those needs are close enough that value should win in that one. But Baalke went out of the way yesterday to basically say, well, I mean, just common sense tells you need is going to take precedent.
Yeah.
Because, and another point that's very valid, the difference between prospect 15 and 30 could just fractions of decimal points, and you're not getting them right. We know that. So I think you're always best incorporating, a big-time amount of need into your pick. So ESPN's doing a little deal here where they let one guy take the value pick and one guy take the need pick.
Okay.
It's our guy Jordan Reed, who I'd like to say we helped catapult into his success at ESPN.
Yeah.
And the other is their...
Sort of took advantage of Todd McShay, and off he went. Yeah.
What is McShay doing?
Nothing. I just saw him. Somebody said he missed him, and he said...
Illness or just
he had gotten
left?
I don't know.
Remember he had something go wrong, something health-wise? But,
he had a couple things.
Matt Miller is their kind of scouting side. Reed is going to offer up the need pick, and then Miller will offer the value pick.
Okay.
And, we start at the top. The Bears need pick Caleb Williams, value pick Caleb Williams. Sometimes it matches. Jaden Daniels. Drake May, value pick Marvin Harrison Jr. Could the Patriots do that? Wait a year. I don't know. Let's go down to the Jags.
Yeah.
With the 17th pick of the first round.
Okay.
The Jacksonville Jaguars need pick is Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver LSU.
There's a little disagreement there, by the way.
Like I said, to me, the cornerback wide receiver need is close enough to be the same, but to you, it's not. And others, and I
how do you tell me what you think, as far as who's playing corner for the Jags?
Well, we have one established corner in Tyson Campbell, and have one established receiver in Christian Kirk.
I disagree, but go ahead.
Yeah.
I think Gabe Davis is an established receiver. He's not a one, but he's established.
I think that Ronald Darby, for what he does at corner, is better and more established than Zay Jones or Gabe Davis.
I think the upside of Gabe Davis right now is much better.
I'm worried about Gabe Davis and the upside. The Bills could have used that upside. It never seemed to come.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it won't, but this assumption that he can be 80-catch guy, I'm not so sure.
I'm not assuming he's 80-catch guy. I'm assuming he's 10-touchdown guy.
Well, and again, I hope I answer your question why I think they're similar.
Yeah.
That's why. I think Darby is I think if you go down the board, they're pretty similar.
Who's playing inside corner?
Antonio Johnson, maybe? Darnell Savage?
Antonio Johnson's a safety, isn't he?
Well, you're talking about nickel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about nickel corner. Yeah, those guys are going to play nickel corner. That's why they went and got Savage. They look at him as a nickel corner, and the same thing with Johnson all along. So,
all right.
I think the 3x3 there, if you go Gabe Davis, Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, I think that's similar to Tyson Campbell, Ronald Darby, and Savage and or Johnson.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'm right, but to me. Here's why they say Thomas feels, quote, the need. Mm-hmm. Even though the Jags added Gabe Davis this offseason, they still lack wide receiver depth, especially after losing Calvin Ridley to Tennessee. Adding playmakers for Trevor Lawrence makes sense. Mm-hmm. Thomas, a big downfield, yada, yada.
I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying I think that, okay, let me put it this way. Maybe this will help. I think that Terrion Arnold or Quinion Mitchell, and I think I would take Mitchell over Arnold, but I think you guys
disagree. The value pick, by the way, spoiler alert, is Quinion Mitchell. But if he's there, then that's a.
But I think, how about this? I think and again, just my opinion, but I think Quinion Mitchell will be better than Brian Thomas.
Yeah, I don't know.
How about that?
That's fair. I will say this. I feel like if you go corner round 1, you got a better chance of getting an impact receiver in round 2 than the other way.
It's real easy to say, and again, this could be right. And I've seen people say this to me, but it's hard to. It's real easy in your mind to picture JJ and Jamar Chase with Neighbors and
Thomas.
I
don't know. I watched all the Neighbors maybe in that category. Brian Thomas is not.
I don't think Neighbors is.
Man, I'm just looking at that. Remember the Alabama game we looked at? You know his numbers were there? 11 for 171. That's against the best freaking
against
guys.
Terry and Arnold.
Right. So Neighbors looks like he has that explosiveness.
Yeah.
I don't know about Thomas.
17 touchdowns.
I know, but when Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson were scoring 17, 20 touchdowns, those boys were making big plays every week, man.
Yeah.
Both of them. It'll remain a remarkable mystery. It's not like Justin Jefferson developed and came on after he was a pro. How the league let that dude get to 22? Considering what he had done at LSU.
Yeah, he was.
Which was the one that didn't play? Didn't one of them take off a year and not play?
Hey, Chase.
That was Chase?
Yep.
That was after the title year, then he just took
the whole year off.
That was COVID year probably?
Yes.
So, yeah, you do it for that.
I don't need to play.
And then, and didn't, right? They took him anyway, didn't they?
And Justin Jefferson had 111 catches for 1,540 yards and 18 touchdowns.
At LSU. And they took him 22nd. I guess they think product of a system, and they don't want to make the same mistake this time around.
Was he not run fast?
What was Chase? I can't imagine he didn't run fast. Like I said, I have no answer why that would not be.
Killed the Gators, 10 for 123.
Yes, he did it. I remember.
C.J. Henderson couldn't cover him.
I remember watching that team. They killed everyone.
Yeah. Texas, 9 for 163. Alabama, 7 for 79. Yeah. 14 for 227 against Oklahoma.
I mean, look at that.
And 9 for 1. He had 23 for 330. 23 catches in the playoffs in 2 games, 4 touchdowns, 333 receiving yards.
Yeah. I just don't know how. And forget the Jags and drafting Chase on. Obviously,
that's a lot more than 68 catches, which is what Brian Thomas had.
Exactly.
111.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't agree in Brian Thomas being those two guys. Yeah. I think Neighbors can be.
Yeah.
That's where I would differentiate. But Neighbors is long
By
gone.
the way, Jamar Chase, 84, 17, 80, and 20 touchdowns.
Yeah. He was the big play guy. Woo. Wow, those are some players, boy.
Gosh. Well, Burrow's throwing 60 touchdowns that year, so 6 for 140 against Bama, 8 for 227 against Ole Miss, 9 for 221 against Clemson in the championship game.
Yeah, those guys ripped everyone to pieces. That's why they won the Natty, going away.
7 for 127 against the Gators.
Is there an argument that LSU team is the best team of the century?
There should be. Well, it's a best offense.
Yeah. I don't know how good or bad the defense was. No one ever came close.
Didn't matter. It really didn't matter.
Florida played with them a little bit with Trask.
Mm-hmm. They hung around, but they couldn't stop them.
It was like 28-28, and they had a turnover that would have but they're not winning. It's like that Florida LSU game to me was a lot like the Florida Alabama SEC championship game. Real similar.
Mm-hmm.
Overmatched, clear number one teams, valiant effort fighting, but you were really never going to win. By the way, the Jags, and we, no need to belabor the point, but with receiver on the docket this year, it's, you can't help but think back to Jefferson being there and taking Chase on. But gosh, Doug Peterson's on an even worse side of that whole argument.
So?
Well, because he was comboed up.
Oh, yeah, they took
with the Philadelphia Eagles, and they took Jalen Reagor over. They took the position over.
Yeah. And by the way, Howie Roseman's thought of, Peterson had a good point yesterday. Look, you don't hit on it. You don't. It's not possible. So it's easy for us to sometimes lose sight of and, hammer every single, track records aren't great, but you can't. It's amazing, but they spend so much money and do so much detail, and they still can't get it right.
It is crazy. ET cut 27. Is this going overboard? What do you make of this comment from Doug Peterson yesterday during a 45-minute or so pre-draft luncheon press conference? Here is Doug Peterson, and tell me what you make of this.
As far as our involvement as a staff and myself, it's the best I've been around. It's one of the things that Trent really has been open to the evaluation process from the coaches, right? And he understands the coaching side of it as well as the scouting side of it. And the involvement has been, it's the same every year. It's probably even gotten a little bit more, just the more comfortable that we are working together. And it takes everybody, to put a roster together. And it's not about one guy making all the decisions, right? And so there's a lot of input. He values what the coaches say and how the coaches rank and stack players. Just like, we appreciate what the scouts do because they're the ones that are out there, every single day scouting.
I feel like we're doing like a little bit of damage control.
Like we're good.
Yeah, right. Because that was really flaring up. Balky. Listen, maybe not everyone interpreted it. I put my money on Balky. Took a shot at Peterson with the whole onboarding theme.
100%.
I mean, he kind of said, "Ain't me, it's them."
Well,
so
I feel like Peterson, like we talked about earlier, Peterson told him what he needed. He got him what he needed, and then
they didn't use him.
They didn't use him.
Yeah.
Now
and Peterson's argument will be, well, yeah, I need them if they can play.
Right.
Which again, we're filling in blanks here. These aren't things that they have said.
Correct.
But it definitely felt like there were some shots being taken at Doug Peterson, which probably, by the way, is not a great quality trait to have. It's kind of what the reputation was in San Fran.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Trent Baalke probably fights himself on that. He probably tries not to do it. He wants to be successful.
Sure
he wants to win. He has his hits and misses. So I just thought yesterday was a little bit of kumbaya when it came to that comment.
That's fair. And look, they have to work together. I mean, it's important. They have to have good working relationships. So if they had some issues last year, they need to work through them. And I think they have handled it fairly well. I mean, it's just, we look for everything like, how bad is it? And who knows? Hey, by the way, you want to buy stock in a college football team? I'm going to give you one to buy stock in.
Ole Miss?
No, that's a good guess. Though.
Okay. Buy stock in Ohio State?
This year, I would.
You're talking about long term, like a team that is this like a tech stock that nobody knew and now it's going to be dominant?
Yeah, I think this is a team that eventually could play itself right into is not going to get relegated, but because
like a Coastal Carolina.
Yeah, now you're thinking
Liberty.
Okay, now think of where is major companies are headquartered in this one. A major company is headquartered
out west.
No. A major company is headquartered in this city, and therefore
they can pay like
and they have just announced they are committing $25 million over the next 5 years to their NIL.
Is it Arkansas?
It's a good guess. Arkansas, I think, already has Tyson, though, so they're a good one to kind of keep an eye on as well. But this is a smaller boy than Arkansas.
Okay. And they have a big corporation at Walmart. Oh, no, I'm thinking Walmart. That's also Arkansas.
But by the way, in that area of the country.
So Mississippi, no, I already said Ole Miss. You didn't like that.
Smaller. But in that area of the country.
Oh, so it could be like Southern Miss or
it could be
a team
in that
like
area.
Yeah. One of the Texas schools?
Nope.
No.
Think
Missouri?
Think the state where the
Memphis?
Hey.
Because they got FedEx.
Yeah. FedEx just said.
And Memphis is a decent program. Well, Mike Norvell, didn't they have an undefeated year or one loss year with them?
And their coach up there is a Jacksonville guy.
Who do they have?
It's Silverfield.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to Bowles.
Nice.
Memphis, FedEx announced today it's committing $25 million over the next 5 years to Memphis's NIL efforts. Are you kidding me?
In other news, your FedEx packages now cost $31.70 to be delivered instead of $29.41.
The agreement calls for FedEx to spend $5 million annually across 5 years. Dollars have been appropriated for football, men and women's basketball, other women's athletics programs. However, how NIL dollars are dispersed is unclear. Yeah, if you're football, you're fighting for every damn one of them. But you know what's amazing?
Did Memphis get the Big 12 with the rest of them or no?
I don't know. But
they should have.
But you know what's amazing?
What?
What did we say? Ohio? I've heard, and I have been told.
$14 million, was it?
Well, it's 11, 12, 13 million annually for these major college football programs only. So if they're only I sit there and say that, but that's not enough. It's just sick. It's not enough. It's not enough. This is the drill. Jeez.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Get Florida Gators play-by-play baseball on 1010XL.
The Gators cap off their road trip to Nashville against Vanderbilt tonight at 7 and Saturday at 3 on 1010 AM.
You know, they say April showers bring May flowers, but about Nye, they're bringing more than just blooms this April. Hicken here, gang. Time to spring into action. Refresh that vision for the brighter days ahead. Don't let cloudy vision rain on your parade. Got those dry eyes, allergies causing irritation to cataracts, blurring your vision? Bow and Eye can help. They'll help protect what's most important to you if you're experiencing problems with your vision. Call or visit bowdeneye.com and schedule your consultation. Bowden Eye and Associates, you know what they do? They keep the First Coast focused.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
QC Kinetics announces the arrival of National Medical Director Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, an acclaimed orthopedic surgeon with 2 decades of experience and extensive research in regenerative medicine.
I was one of the first orthopedic surgeons to do it, and at the same time I integrated clinical research that's resulted in several publications that are really directing the future of regenerative medicine. I was drawn to QC Kinetics after I reviewed their protocols, and everything they were doing is consistent with my own approach.
Today, Dr. Scheinkup leads the entire team of medical professionals at QC Kinetics, taking this exciting medical breakthrough to a whole new level.
What we are doing at QC Kinetics is transforming lives.
Get lasting joint pain relief. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
This is the future of medicine.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Need to enhance your home's curb appeal? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Replacing with new stone pavers will transform your driveway into a stunning work of art. Say goodbye to unsightly concrete and hello to beautiful, durable pavers that last for years. Visit Stonecore today and let's beautify your home together. Stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Attention poker enthusiasts, get ready for unbeatable action at Best Bet with locations in Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. On April 19th and 20th, dive into the excitement with $1,500 high hands every 30 minutes. And save the date for April 27th because it's 24-karat gold day at Best Bet Jacksonville, where we're dealing out $24,000 in prizes throughout the day, starting at 10 a.m. Want in on the action? Visit bestbetjacks.com for all the details. That's bestbetjacks.com.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost are the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Apply by May 23rd.
When you hear that phone ring on 1010XL, hello, we're bringing you another great guest on the All-Pro Roofing phone line.
Where's the phone? Over there.
Listen for great phone interviews all day on the All-Pro Roofing phone line on 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Are you looking for quality tires that won't break the bank? Well, Big Chief Tire has you covered. Frank Frangie here. Get $50 off a new set of tires, and for even greater savings, finance with the CFNA card to receive an additional $50 off your first purchase and no interest for 6 months. Schedule an appointment today at BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 and take advantage of these incredible deals. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
It's Taylor Dahl from Helmets and Heels. You know, I've got to tell you about an amazing experience I had recently. I'm moving, which most of you know can be a very stressful time. I had to get my carpets cleaned, so of course I called up Zero Res, and let me tell you, they did not disappoint. Zero Res came in and worked their magic, leaving my carpets looking brand new. If you want impeccable service and a great deal, it saved me time, made my move a bit easier, and was less than if I took that apartment cleaning fee. Zero Res, spelled backward or forwards, is the right way to clean.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. 9:32. Lots going on this weekend. Should be fun. We'll be at Guns N' Hoses tomorrow. Oh, it's Tay-Tay.
Oh, it's Tay-Tay.
Is this from the new stuff?
Some classic.
From the new album.
Which one is this?
This is actually the Tortured Poets Department. This is the self-titled joint.
You know what the Taylor Swift fans say about her, too? You know what they rave about? Not her performance, not her outfit or her pretty hair. She's one of the great lyricists of our time. And then I read the lyrics to one of the songs, and it sounds like one high school note a girl writes to another high school girl talking about the boy she's about to break up with.
Right?
Just saying.
This has been on YouTube for about 8 hours already.
My daughter would fight, but like gets mad at me if I'm not like pro Taylor. If I'm not a Swiftie, she gets mad. And my daughter, by the way, is not that girl, right? Not that celebrity. But she got. I told you they're going to Vancouver, dude. Right. I think I should go, man. Do you think we should go?
I think you should go.
I don't want to go to the concert, but just go to Vancouver. Maybe see a.
I'd like to see you at the
What's Vancouver's CFL team's name?
They don't have one.
That was a trick question. Vancouver. That's also Vancouver in December. Yeah. How about no?
Woo. This song already almost has 1 million streams.
Of course it does. What does she get paid for that? You think?
No, right?
Like they don't sell CDs and albums anymore, or do they? Can you go to the album store? Is there such a thing? Like if you go to Target, is there a CD anymore?
There used to be. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now
y'all stream. I mean, I understand that streaming is the primary. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, I'm going to get an LP. But record stores were cool. They kind of promoted the business. I guess you do that now in your virtual online chat rooms and people can talk to each other online and they couldn't. But that old like record store had a vibe, Hick. Right? Back in the day, we all went there as little kids.
Loved record
FYE and all of that, yeah.
Hey, I want to do some New York City headlines, but before we do, I've seen this name a lot, and I didn't watch him play a ton because I didn't watch a ton of FSU last year. I watched some, but there's one kid, and he's not going in the first or second round. I don't know where he's going. Maybe the second, maybe the third. I don't know where he's projected. Yeah. This Renardo Green, he's a corner.
Okay. What school?
FSU.
Oh.
He shut down Malik Neighbors in that game. A lot of people like this kid.
What round are they saying?
I think they say kind of day 2 guy.
Well, when you talk about there's more depth at receiver, it sounds like that guy might be.
There would be a guy.
Is there a size issue? Why are we not hearing about him? I do think we don't do enough of that. We talk about the guys and this and that and all conference and all American. Put on the tape against put Malik Neighbors' tape on against Bama. What is he doing? What is the Bama corner? And look, what did Neighbors have that game? That's also the first game of the year, and Neighbors is wrapped in controversy.
Yeah? Oh, sure.
Is this the Neighbors New Orleans game or the Neighbors Orlando game?
The last one.
No one knows.
I mean, you're asking way too much. I just threw a name out there. I like this little Renardo Green.
I thought you were,
want to give FSU a little plug. He's one of the 12 who's going to get drafted. Now you want me to tell you
I thought you'd actually done
that he's a step slow or something. Or 4.49 40, or his 6 feet, 186 pounds. He's a man zone slot nickel player. I don't know, but anyway, he's a kid I I'm sure they know all about him, and the NFL knows all about him, but he's a name that we haven't mentioned much around these parts, so that's a name that I thought there would be a guy maybe at 48, or I don't think he would fall to 96. I don't know where he's slotted to go either.
I'm not going to ask any more questions about him, that's for sure.
Yeah. Good.
Can I give you another quick sign of the idiocracy before we go to New York City headlines?
No, it's not from the text line.
No, it's not from the text line. Man, I had a brief little spell earlier. I've been fine for a while now. Another sign of the idiocracy is this somewhat of a trend in music, this retro music, where people want to get the vinyl so you can hear the bumps and the hisses and the scratches. Do you people know what we did when we first heard CDs? You have no idea what tapes and records used to sound like. And in the CD, it's like, wow, I'm in the recording studio. It's no different than going standard definition television to when HD TV started. That's what CDs were for us, right, Hick? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're carrying booms box of cassette tapes. They'd hiss and scratch and go slow every now and then and speed back up. I mean, and now this ridiculous vinyl records are coming back in. Oh, it's the seasoning. It's the flavor. You people, man. If you think it's better listening to go buy a vinyl record, I don't know what to tell you.
Crank it up, E! Actual headlines from New York periodicals.
Too outrageous to be made up and brought to you by Pet Paradise.
Caitlin Clark blocks ex-NFL star on social media after crude post. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. We're not.
It takes a lot to be called crude these days.
But you can figure out who the ex-NFL star is if I tell you AB. Poetic justice. Taylor Swift spills bad blood on the Tortured Poets Department. Review. I got more.
Bad blood.
I got more. 10 times Taylor Swift seemingly sinks her pen into ex-Joe Alwyn on the Tortured Poets Department.
See, again with these.
Taylor Swift stakes claim to Travis Kelce in song on new album. Call the amateurs and cut them from the team. Dave Portnoy trashes dirtbag Kim Kardashian after Taylor Swift drops TTPD diss track.
Hey. Who's TTPD?
That's the Tortured Poets Department.
Diss track on her. I lose respect for Taylor Swift that she has this notion that a lot of her songs are diss tracks. What is that?
Sad news here. American Idol alum Mandisa dead at 47. I saw Mandisa in concert.
Oh, dear.
She was a part of a Christian music. I enjoyed her. A Flight in Darkness. What would recovery of Amelia Earhart's long-lost plane look like?
It'd probably be rusted.
Good point.
Probably wouldn't fly.
Meghan Markle lifestyle brand seemingly hijacked by alleged Princess of Wales fan. This is a great one. Sinister suspicion. Dead man wheeled into bank by niece may have been poisoned.
Weekend
she
at
tried
Bernie's.
to get this guy to sign a bank loan for her
Even though
after
he's
he was dead.
Idiocracy,
she wheeled him
dude.
in.
Yeah, idiocracy. No one will notice. Oh, he's asleep. Can I just sign it with his hand? God, people are dumb, man. There's a lot of mental illness. There's just a lot of freakdom out there.
Jalen Brunson gets chance to slay Joel Embiid in Jalen versus Goliath playoff showdown.
I'm not feeling that storyline.
No.
You can sell it. You're the 2 seed, David. Good luck.
Bethany Frankel recalls forcing herself to have sex with ex-husband. It was torture.
Oh,
ex-husband says thanks.
Set 80% of the women in agreement. We're on to you, ladies.
Meet the man who has worked at the Bronx Zoo for 50 years and recused tigers and leopards as the animal refuge turns 125.
His name, Jackson DeVille.
L.A. mom and daughter sentenced over fatal illegal butt lift that killed aspiring porn star hours after injection.
There's so many trigger words in that headline.
I know,
That's real love. Travis Barker trolls Courtney K on 45th birthday with pic of her on toilets.
Yeah, that's real love. That's real celebrity. Are you smarter than a celebrity? That's a game show coming out. Exhibit A. Yeah. How would it go down if you sent out a picture on your social media of BWR on the toilet, Dan? How would that work for you? Would that be funny?
No. 15-year-old dog plays matchmaker for mom and pilot who flew them home. Ultimate wingman.
That implies that the dog,
we're out of time.
on his
I can't
own
read
volition,
anymore. I have more.
Tried to get the two together. Is what that implies. That headline says that dog is smart and intuitive enough to pull some strings and play matchmaker.
Matchmaker, make me a match. Let's take a break. We'll keep it rolling here as we make the turn for home on a Friday edition of The Drill. It's 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
You can't go inside your home team's locker room, so Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline goes there for you.
Work on three, 1, 2, 3. Hayes Carline here. Find my blog at 1010XL.com.
Brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
Hey, folks, Hicken here for Zero Res. If you're like me, you're getting the itch to do some deep cleaning, man. As we do, it's a great time to call Zero Res, especially for our floors, right? We have the Zero Res crew clean all the flooring because this month, man, all flooring is 25% off. That's right, 25% off the carpets, the tile and grout, the wood and vinyl floors, and the area rugs. What a great time to get all the floors clean and get the house ready for spring and summer. Zero Res, man, you spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it back. It's the right way to clean.
If you're a business owner and want to learn about federal, state, or local government contracts, plan to attend a free online webinar April 23rd. The Florida Apex Accelerator, in partnership with UNF, provides expert guidance and consultations at no cost. The Apex Accelerator program can make selling to the government less complicated. To attend the free coffee and contracting webinar April 23rd, register at unf.edu/SBDC. Then select Training and Event tab.
If you're ready to upgrade your home's backyard living appeal and just need some design inspiration, let the experts at Art of Natural Stone make your outdoor living perfect. Known for summer kitchens, gazebos, pavers, patios, and pool decks using all natural stone. All the custom elements you need for a first-class professional design, and they do installation. Open to the public on Phillips Highway and on Beach Boulevard. Find ideas online at artofnaturalstone.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Pross, I'm thinking about changing my name.
Again? You're already the media mogul, the straw that stirs the drink, the Duke of Pablo Bay. Now what?
Refer to me as Dreamfinder's Danny Hicken.
What in the blazes? Is this a cash grab?
No, it's just that I believe so much in Dreamfinder's Homes. 20 locations in Northeast Florida, official home builder of Jags and Gators. Great opportunity for first-time homeowners.
All right, Dreamfinder's Danny it is.
Did I mention the lowest interest rates you can find? Visit dreamfindershomes.com. Now let Dreamfinder's Danny celebrate through the majesty of song. Dreamfinders, I believe they will build your home just right.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This Day in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On April 19th, 1998, at the Senior PGA Championship, Hal Irwin wins 7 strokes ahead of Larry Nelson, earning 3 straight titles in the event.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. My bookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. all from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides the Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Bring your guns and bring your hoses, and we're ready to put up some punches. It's Guns and Hoses Charity Boxing. It's back. It's that time. Bell time. In fact, 6:30, Saturday, April 20th. Join us at UNF Arena. Dan and I there for the millionth year in a row. It is so much fun, this charity boxing, and it's serious, and it's fun, and it's impactful, and you're going to have a great time. By the way, street party before and after the event. Make it a day. Saturday, April 20th. Bell time, 6:30, UNF Arena. Guns and Hoses.
Hey, I know we love our happy hours, but have you been to Mr. Chubby's Wings for lunch lately?
Yep, their new specials are awesome. I eat lunch there all the time.
I went this week and got wings, a drink, and chips for $8.
As usual, the best prices in town. You can't hardly find anyone doing $8 lunch anymore.
I know. I'm saving my money for the weekends with $8 lunch specials.
Save your money for the weekends. Enjoy $8 lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 3 locations serving you for all sports all year. Mr. Chubby's Wings, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I'm fine with that.
Good with that?
Former Jaguar receiver DJ Chark, free agent, was in the Chargers building yesterday on a visit. So Chark is an option for them going forward. We'll see what happens with DJ Chark. DJ Chark's a really nice kid, man. I hope he finds a place to play. He will. I mean, but he's a good receiver. He's not a great receiver. He's an okay receiver, right? Is that how you would care? Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Oh, stunning development on the PGA Tour. The Bean is 3 under through 70.
Oh, the Bean.
6 under. I think I have him in our thing. I can't remember who I have. Do you know who I have, E?
Brush with the tour?
Yeah.
I'll tell you in a second.
Please do. I think I have the Bean. I think I went Bean. I need the Bean to go, man.
Who did I take?
That's what we're about to find out. I know we didn't take JT Poston, though. But Will Zalatoris is 2 shots off the lead here through 7 holes.
You did take the Bean. You took the Bean and Xander Schauffele.
Oh, Xander, you stink.
Jeffrey took Max Homa and Wyndham Clark. Ugh.
Oof.
Your boy took Ludwig Aberg and Patrick Cantlay.
I took who now?
Oh, you're in good
You
shape.
took Max Homa and Wyndham Clark.
Are they even playing? I didn't even see those guys yesterday when I was watching.
Yeah, I saw them.
I got a couple of MC Hammers there, or what?
No, but they're down a little bit.
Great.
Who was it? Wyndham and who?
Wyndham
Homa?
and Max Homa.
Oh, dear.
And then the tour took Scotty and
Homa's
Jordan
even.
Spieth.
He goes off at 150.
And what's Clark?
Clark is +1. He goes off at 140.
Is that missing cut or making
Xander's
cut?
also +1, by the way. So I need
there
the
is no
Bean.
cut, is there?
No.
At least I got no cut.
I need the Bean to rock and roll here.
Yeah, well, no cut makes it at least a little bit easier.
Yeah. E, your guys are like 5 under and 4 under.
Shout out.
Yeah. Well done. And I think I don't think you went chalk, did you?
I ain't go chalk.
Yeah.
No, that's because we harassed him. We shamed him. That's why the only
chalk
reason I
shame.
didn't, yeah.
Was it chalk shaming?
That seems to be the thing. I could get harassed into doing things, man.
Yeah, we can. We can lean.
Well,
we
we
can
learned
lean.
that. I
Lean
mean,
with it,
the
rock
date
with
with
it.
Destiny coming up early next week, and that is
Who do the Bravos have tonight as we get ready for
we are going to host the
some
Texas
baseball.
Rangers. If I didn't have for a variety of reasons, some of which we've talked about.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't have Guns N' Roses tomorrow, I would go home, grab a knapsack.
Knapsack.
Maybe a Coke Zero.
Uh-huh.
Talk one of my boys in a ride along, and I'd go to Atlanta right now, and I would stay until Sunday mid-morning. I would drive home, go to bed, and return to work on Monday.
Wow.
But we have Guns N' Roses Saturday night, which is fun in and of itself.
Yes.
But yeah, if there weren't Guns N' Roses, I threatened to go to Miami last week. It's a good thing I didn't because they lost the Saturday game. The only one they lost in the series, shut down.
Oh dear.
Go
Fish.
Yeah, but this week I mean it because here's what happens to me tonight, Dan.
Okay.
And I don't know if I ever properly. I think I pested the day Fox Sports Florida and Major League Baseball because if you want to watch your team play the Marlins are so disrespected in their own state they're never on, and it's annoying. You can't watch it on your extra innings if that's the case. Well, tonight I got this stupid Apple. Then
you're the Apple game.
Then it'll be Peacock or Paramount. I mean, good grief, man. Because here's what happens when they put it on those. Then you can't watch it on what you're already paying for.
I'm looking at my Mets City Connect jerseys.
You like them?
All right.
Atlanta's are great. They've got that kind of old, kind of reminiscence of those 70s uniforms.
This, to me, kind of reminds me of like the 1900s. I mean, NYC, gray, purple swoosh. Kind of like the hat, though.
They should have made it, though, that old, like, more painter-style hat that corresponds with those 1920s.
I like the hat, though. It's got a bridge on the bottom of it, the NY. I kind of like the hat. Such revenue whores.
Any way they can get it.
They really are. Yeah, there they are. The City. When do you your jersey, guys? What is the deal with City Connect? When do you Warriors?
I think we wore them against the Mets. I did. Isn't our City Tony? Do we wear City Connect already? Isn't it the one that has the A? It says for the A on it.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I think we wore our City Connect against at least one. You wear it more than once, but I'm pretty sure our City Connect looks like kind of like those 70s uniforms.
You wore the Hank Aaron throwbacks against us on that. That wasn't City Connects.
Well,
that was an old.
And then we went normal uniforms the other two.
The uniforms that they wore when Hank Aaron.
Well, no, it's a little different. It has those uniforms that Hank wore didn't have an A on the chest. They had just the Atlanta cross and then those
feathers.
Wrong.
Maybe you wore those.
Yeah.
It says here, Braves unveils City Connect. Braves host the Padres April 8th, the 49th anniversary of Hank Aaron hitting his story.
April 8th, no, that's last year.
Oh, it was?
But according to that, it looks like that's the Hank Aaron.
It does look like.
So it would be the same thing. So yeah, those were our City Connects, not the Aaron.
That's 2023, yeah.
But I'm just saying they're referencing the anniversary of Hank Aaron, which is what that game with you was. So I'm suspecting that the City Connect would have been the same.
Oh, so they get different teams get them in different years. So you got them last year. So you don't get them this. Like you don't do a new one every year. I don't.
I think we wore our City Connect against.
Yeah, but it's that one.
Oh yeah. There's not a difference. Yeah, your City Connect. Yeah. Like that's your City Connect other years. You just didn't notice.
No, we've never.
You've never had
different teams unveil them in different years. Like 9 new City Connect uniforms coming in 2024. So between opening day and the All-Star break, the Guardians, Tigers, Dodgers, Twins, Mets, Phillies, Cardinals, Rays, and Jays unveil new City Connect uniforms. They were introduced in 2021, and that's what they do. So, yeah, okay. So now I understand. All right. Anyway. All right, Guns N' Roses coming up tomorrow. We'll be out there. Come out and say hi. It'll be fun time. We got some
I guess
good
everyone's
fights.
talking about this. Is it Streamcast Sports? Is that what it's called?
Why?
That's where everyone goes to watch sports.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't know. They keep misspelling. I've got Stream.
I just got used to MLB
Sports.
I just got used to MLB.com. I'm not going to another one. All right, I got a second remote
it's
now.
Just
that
one game.
I got to use to get my Mets on, and that's what I do, and I'm happy. In fact, it's so bad. One time, my son had to help me.
It's free though. You don't have to pay for this. It's free.
So is mine. It's free because I have.
I know, but I'm just saying in this particular case, if you went to this Stream, is it Streamcast? Where you guys somebody send it in without a typo. You've sent me 2 different ones, and they're spelled differently. One you put Streamats, and one you put
Streamcast Network.
Streamcasts.
Streamcast, no plural.
Will the Yankees ever get a City Connect? Probably not.
We're done. I'm lost.
All right, let's go. That'll do it to it. Have a great weekend. We'll see you at Guns N' Hoses tomorrow. We're back on Monday. It's been a GFL Friday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studio